Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here, and welcome to today's live stream. Hope everyone is doing well, and yes, we do all know, hopefully, about the happenings with what's going on with the ship, Dove Enigma, and also the UA bombing. First of all, I want to immediately say this: I can completely condemn their actions, and I think whoever has done it is a bit of a dickbag. So, I say a bit because I don't like speaking in too strong terms, but I am so dead against it. I cannot stress it enough. So I'm going to be getting my journey underway today, and I am going to be going as fast as I can because I am so far behind. The good news is that the next two waypoints are quite close together, so that should be okay. But yeah. Balls to PG today. Well, what can I say? I obviously, like I say, totally dead against what's happened, and I think whoever has done it is probably I'm going to say what I said before. I am probably going to have to say that I can only put it down to the fact that their mother didn't breastfeed them enough as a child, and that's why they've got such internalized rage that they have to take it out on what is supposed to be a charitable goal in a computer game online to help promote the fundraising for a children's research hospital which specialises in cancer. And the chap who we're supporting obviously has cancer himself. And, yeah, there you go. That's what I think it is. I can only imagine that they were essentially denied affection as children and therefore left with some crippling mummy issues that they're taking out on people. There you go. So, as for where I am, Grotest, I am still the Scouty waypoint, because I'm a little bit too far, a little bit further behind than I'd want to be, if I'm honest. And oh my god, we've got issues today, haven't we? But yep, Rudy, people are 100% just sabotaging a good cause, because you know what? Sometimes there is literally nothing else to do. But that's what people are doing. Well, I mean, I've always said that I don't question people necessarily about the what they like doing in game, whether you're a PvPer, whether you like griefing people. You know, I'm okay with it, like, but this is something a little bit different. This isn't normal gameplay. Traveling 22,000 light years to UA bomb somewhere is absolutely fucking ridiculous. But there you go. So I do genuinely hope that Frontier do something about it, or at least look at it and be like, maybe we shouldn't have given the Dove Enigma a black market, because why did it need one? Answer: it did not. Simple as that. So, currently where things were left with Frontier looking into it, they have said they're discussing internally, and I do genuinely hope that they look into it and they remove the black market, number one, so no further damage can be done, and number two, they put a freeze on the BGS for the Dove Enigma, because I can't see why that would be the case. Greatest, I'll jump in voice in just a second. I just want to kind of finish intro in my stream and have my rant uninterrupted, because I'm like, Aah! So I am like, I'm annoyed mainly because of it, like just because of the reason it's been done is just merely to upset people, and it's like, well done. And you know, there are some people out there who are going to be super annoyed about it, more than me, And yeah, let's see if we can gain ourselves some traction on Twitter. Like I said, I tweeted them earlier and I've asked everyone to retweet. Bam! But 6-shooter, they don't deserve the attention, but what it does is it brings a few things to light that actually shouldn't be that way. But no, Ablative, it's not SDC, but I imagine they approve of the action. I'm just like, oh, fuck off about it. But there you go. That's my thoughts. But either way, I've got 62 jumps to get to the next waypoint, and then I really need to get to the next waypoint after that if I want to be caught up with everybody. So today I need to get to, well, at least the Death Spiral, and possibly the Venetian Nebula. Maybe we'll have to see. Prorogue, yes it will be, definitely 100%. But thank you for drawing me away from the rant territory, because, you know, it's needed. Great test, I'm raging.
And without me? What are you thinking? No, I do actually want to say some words too here. I mean, your stream is really the first opportunity outside of Twitter I have to really reach out to some people there. I see why people get angry, but I feel it is completely unnecessary and maybe even wrong here. Because by getting all this rumble on Twitter, you just serve them, you know? That's the issue here.
Well, the rumble on Twitter is designed to make a point to Frontier that maybe
and that
it was
point
an error
already
in
came
judgment.
very clearly across. Let me say some words here. I know, of course, it is an absolutely respectless and despicable thing to do, and I do have information that it wasn't even legitimate. That makes it just even more sad and despicable in my mind. They basically used an exploit to do what they did.
There's an exploit to do it?
There is one. It is gonna be fixed in the beta, so no issue. No need to talk about it any further, really. It's just, you know, it brings home the point of this being absolutely despicable, and that's undisputed. But at the same time, I have to say it doesn't really affect the expedition much. Really, the only concern we currently have is that the Galnet, the galactic cartographics, might be shut down, and people might want to sell their data at the Dove Enigma once they arrive there. But at the same time, again, the amazing community came forward in a big way, and I'm very confident that we're going to be able to prevent most of the services to shut down. And even if they still manage to, you know, affect it in some way, there's also still the FDEF side of things. They already said they're looking into it, they're discussing it internally, and we'll see what comes of it, I guess, because it was not legitimate. So we'll see. I wouldn't stress about it too much, and I really don't want to talk about it much more because, again, that just serves them. They already managed to get Commander Dove Enigma banned on Reddit because he let them enrage him. So that's a sad win for their side there, but again, it's just Reddit, who cares?
I mean, so the guys...
But that's exactly my point. Don't let it get to you. Just ignore it, take the opportunity to come together if you want and are able to help. Yes, please, absolutely go out there, get some meta alloys and bring them to the Dove Enigma. That's amazing, I applaud you. If you're not able to, don't even care. Just enjoy the rest of the expedition and have fun. It's all good.
I mean, there are a bunch of people there in chat who are saying, like, there's like 1,400 tons on the way, fully loaded cutter,
See,
and other things
I
like
have
that, which is
no
fantastic.
doubt we're absolutely gonna smash that once again because this community is so awesome. I've heard of plenty more people who sometimes turned around or grabbed their second account and are bringing meta alloys to the Dove Enigma now. So I'm very confident it's going to turn out well, even without FDEF interacting.
But yeah, NSR2. Do we think they're actually trying to trigger a lockdown as well? Probably, yeah. I think that's the whole point, isn't it? You know, it's if you're going to do it, go all out. But that's up to them. Like Greatest is saying, More airtime is exactly what these people are after, and basically attention.
And again, you will always be able to dock at the Dove Enigma. Again, only a few services might be shut down depending on how bigly we can counteract it now, but that's it. And that shouldn't affect that many people. As I said, the only thing that we would really need is cartographics to be online so we can sell data, because, for example, Dove Enigma himself already said that he planned on selling his data there, naturally. I guess many other people as well. Yeah, and that makes sense, of course. So if that wouldn't be possible, that would of course be sad. But again, FDev might interfere, and also, even if it shuts down, it's going to be like a week, and then it's going to be online again. So take the time, explore Colonia a bit. There's awesome sites in that area, and then come back after a week, sell your data, and be good.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot to see out in Colonia. It is a very, very nice looking piece of space. I've got a couple of places that I've got pinned that I want to go and see, so I will definitely be flying around there for a little bit. And also with the beta still going on at the moment, and it's going to go on for at least another week, I would say, there's no reason to come back yet. So that's the way I see it. You know, you can mess around in the beta and stuff like that. There's going to be nothing major in-game happening, you can guarantee it, until the beta, well, until 3.0 goes live. So
pretty much, yeah.
What will happen to the BGS when people cache in their exploration data there? Well, ProRock, they only need to be doing 10 mil per day each. So if you do have a ton of exploration data when you're there,
it will absolutely explode. Yeah. So the controlling faction will go through the roof, probably somewhere around 99% or so. But hey, that's just what happens when people sell data at a certain location.
Gypsy, you're more than welcome to shoot people with UAs if you like. Only thing is that they'll be doing it in solo, so you might struggle, because if you're going to do it, that's how you do it. But certainly, yeah, it's a very nice area of space. There's going to be an awful lot to be explored whilst you're out there as well, a lot to look at. So take your time, it's cool. Terra Firma, it does have a daily limit of how much exploration data what a single person can give.
There's probably an overall limit as well, but again, there's already people that have already arrived at the Dove Enigma, and they will arrive like probably weeks after the main fleet arrived there. So it is gonna be a lot of data being sold there, and it is gonna go through the roof, definitely.
Yeah. Flemon, no, there is not an ETA on the 3.0 live update. They've got a lot of work to do first.
No, I think we just got the patch notes for the second iteration of the beta, right?
Yes, and it is out when it is live. Well, live-ish. Live beta. And
let
also,
me see if I can find those again, because I actually haven't read them yet.
This is actually an amazing thing that people have found you can do in it. If you have like a grade 3 roll, you can continue to keep rolling over and over again on it with, and this is particular dirty drives, I think it's been picked up. You keep doing it over and over again, and you can literally go at 2.8 million meters per second.
Yep.
With one boost. And oh my goodness, it is incredible. It is joyous. In fact, I want to do it myself. And I will be doing it, because I think
you're gonna have to be quick about it, though.
Well, they're not gonna patch anything overnight, that's for sure.
Not overnight, but yeah, in the next few days, probably.
Oh yeah, but it's incredible, absolutely incredible. So, ablative.
Yeah, I would love to see a good video about that.
It's just absolutely incredible. So, in the new engineering, you can keep doing additional rolls once you've completed a grade. But when you do that, it just keeps adding on to what you've done already. Even though it shouldn't. And I'm just like, what? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you can do it on the other modules, because if not, Frameshift Drive, I would have done it, and I would have jumped to Beagle Point. And back again.
Yeah, but incidentally, 2.8 million meters per second is still only like 1% of the speed of light.
It's true, but it's in normal space. It's in like you could fly past the station.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like I want to see those engine trails, man. Holy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I'm impressed. Like I love it when a beta brings you weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
and it's just fantastic. So I like that, and I'm definitely gonna be trying it out.
Can we please do canyon racing with that?
Oh no! Don't think so.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely a great one. Would be a huge loop of shame. Yeah, you mean a huge loop of swag. How many jumps away am I? I am 53 jumps away from this one.
Pretty much somehow, yeah.
Yeah, Sam, I feel like you'd make the canyon if you did turn in time, which you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, I mean, is that only affecting boost or, you know, your standard speed as well?
I think it's boost, but I need to try it.
Yes, please try it. Please make a good video about it. I would love to see that documented for history.
Yeah, it'd just be absolute. People have been saying if you turn a flight assist off when you do it, it's absolutely insane. So I need to give it a go. So it looks like it could be
Please
like
try to land the ship with it. Flight assist off. Oh yes, please do it.
For science. Oh no, not for science.
Oh yes.
I like.
Is about to happen. Goggle up, gentlemen.
I do like how FDev have now gone and put sidewinders at all the prison ships. It's almost like someone got themselves stuck in a system.
You think so?
Yeah, on purpose. Like, went, oh look, I'm stuck here now. I can never leave. But no, they've realised it's a good idea. Yep, score. I'll do it. Try to get the chieftain heat as high as you could. 6k
that
limit.
That is hot.
Damn, Rin, that is mad.
Hot damn.
Like, that's
But
obscene. That's
still under 9,000 though. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it's classic.
Not hot enough.
Man's not hot. Silent running and firing beam lasers at the same time. Yeah, that would do it. Also, silent running and charging an FSD. It's a good one.
Firing beam lasers.
And boosting. Sam, are you saying no to me saying man's not hot? Because that's outrageous.
So rude.
I haven't even heard the song. I know it's a song, but I've not even heard it.
Careful, you're gonna summon Turgeon with his soundboard.
Oh no. Does he have a man's not hot one?
I don't know, not yet, but he's gonna have it in no time.
Oh, I don't know if this is. I can't leave what is potentially no, that's not. That's fine. I thought I saw an ammonia world, and I'm like, I can't leave that unexplored.
No, that's an agency.
It's fine. So just keep moving on. Just keep on trucking. I didn't realise how far behind I was, to be honest.
Where are you right now?
I'm on my way to the Nuke AAA H52. Yeah, the Crux. And then I'm going to try and make it to the Death Spiral this evening as well.
Well, that's only like 2 waypoints behind. That's not too bad.
Yeah, quite. Well, the Crux is quite a far one.
I took a few jumps away from the Death Spiral towards the next waypoint already the other day. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I can't play right now while I'm watching your stream at the same time, because that's gonna absolutely cook my MacBook.
It's like you're a MacBook peasant.
Yeah, currently.
Oh, Turgeon has been summoned. Oh no, how did that even happen? Now, Hideo Kimo, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the stream of the channel, hope you are doing well. Also guys, I'm going to throw out a quick encouragement for everyone to hit the like button as well. Remember, what you were liking is you were liking the fact that we are still continuing the expedition to raise money for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which of course is a very, very good cause. And if not, Greatest is going to find your address and he is going to come to your house and make you do it.
No, I've heard Dove Enigma takes care of that himself now. He wrote earlier he's gonna go do a fundraiser for a plane ticket to find them and fart in their mouth.
Mouths, eh?
I think somebody actually added it to your quotes here in chat. He said that over on the FleetCom channel earlier.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there you go. Quote 0.
If I can find where they live, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for a plane ticket so I can stream myself farting in their mouth. Spicy.
There you go.
Spicy. Just make sure he eats lots of Mexican food beforehand.
Docking successful. Air vent initiated.
So docking successful. That's another sound I'm used to. There's not a lot of scraping and crunching and grinding and all that kind of stuff. Then
still struggling with docking.
Yeah, I mean, docking well is for chumps. That's not something that I do. So
that's boring.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta make it exciting.
No one wants a nice shiny paint job forever, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm actually contemplating. I guess I'm gonna wait a couple more days for what FDev put forward on the topic. But if they won't touch it, I might actually turn around and get a hold of full of meta alloys myself.
It's brave if you got the time. Dan,
I will. I currently not, but I will be home Friday morning, and from there on I will have some time at least over the weekend. So that's good.
I feel like I just have to mention that I'm currently 1 subscriber away from 10,000.
What?
1 subscriber,
what?
like 1.
Come on, guys! Right now, I want to see 10K. I didn't even know, man. That's amazing.
Insanely close. It is just.
Come on, do it right now. Who's gonna be 10K? There's gotta be someone not subscribed to you in listening right now. Come on, be number 10K.
Don't unsubscribe.
Classic.
Don't do that. Well, actually, it's just jumped up. So, guys, there are people who are watching who haven't subscribed. What are you doing? So 10,000 and wait, someone has literally just unsubscribed. So yeah, 10,000. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Congrats,
much.
Plater. That's incredible. I didn't even know that you were that close.
Yeah.
Totally missed that.
Brother Sabathius. Yeah, there you go. Again, I thought you were subscribed already. Madness.
Not okay.
Yes.
That's just not cool.
Finally hit 10K, which, man, that finally means that I'm actually going to have to go through and do this fabled best of video. Man, that's going to be interesting. But wow, guys, thank you very much. Obviously, it is the community around the streams and the videos
that
make
grow
it
up so quickly.
a machine. Only 9,500 behind me. Oh, you keep doing what you do.
Yeah, keep doing it, mate.
Yeah,
you're gonna get there.
Do I get a prize? I get to pat myself on the back.
And you get to do another video.
Yeah, I do. And also, at the same time, I am intending to do a giveaway as well to celebrate 10,000. I was waiting for it to happen, but yeah. I definitely will have to. Well, I've got to do it now, haven't I? You guys got to keep an eye out for that one. My goodness. I get a wooden play button. I don't think they'd send me one, would they?
Zach just posted, or half an hour ago, posted an official statement on the matter.
Oh, really?
Should I read it out real quick? Or
yeah, go for it.
It's a little bit longer. He said, "Hey, I just wanted to step in and leave a quick post. I understand that players are upset by the actions that have been taken. It's important to know that we are also upset and do not condone the actions of people trying to tarnish a fantastic and worthwhile community event. However, I would also say that calling out members of the community team as not being bothered is also very unfair." That was in referring to a previous comment about someone, being upset that there was no apparent action being taken, even though they already said that they are going to discuss it internally. Paige was the person that took the concept and worked with the development to try and support a fantastic community initiative. She is equally as invested in the success of this voyage as the hundreds of commanders taking part. I understand that emotions can run high when actions are taken in such a way, but please do understand that this and the many other memorials that exist throughout the galaxy are a way of Frontier and the team celebrating and supporting the community to give a permanent in-game reminder of their loved ones. We are very pleased to be able to add these memorials in-game, as we feel this small service is of great value and comfort to those who have lost friends or family. I think that by trying to shine a light on this issue, you are misunderstanding the level of thought and consideration that goes into making memorials like this possible and the care that the whole team have for our community. On this specific issue, as many people have mentioned, if the shutdown has happened because a player has used legitimate game mechanic, then we would be looking and supporting commanders using in-game mechanics to reverse this. We are currently investigating to ensure that this was indeed done through legitimate in-game means and not an exploit, as well as other comments made from the community. We will let you know once we have finished investigating the issue. In the meantime, could I ask that we remain considered in our responses and please refrain from directly targeting any member of staff or for a game-related decision. Many thanks, Zach. I completely agree with him on every single point in there.
Yeah, it's a very well put together post, and also something I would point out as well. I have never had any issues with any member of FDev ever, and they're all a good bunch. So anyone who has taken to Twitter to vent any frustration or anything like that, please do make sure you keep it civil and relevant, as opposed to going in on people personally and anything like that, just because it doesn't have to happen, and shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen at all. Like, even if there is a blatant issue, and even if there might be an oversight by them in your mind or in your opinion, it's okay to voice that, but just always in a civil manner. There's absolutely no issue if you put up a considered post there explaining why you feel this is not the right way to do stuff. That's welcome anytime, and they welcome as well. But, offending someone or directly targeting someone of their staff because you think they specifically made a mistake is never okay.
And also, guys, whilst you're there, make sure you tip your waiting staff when you go to restaurants as well, because it's only polite. Just because, like I say, it's the Paige is the customer service front, and that's basically what we're talking about here, aren't we? And
well, I think in this case it's specifically Paige, because she was, my main contact and the initiative of the expedition as a whole. Yeah, I don't know. Still no point in attacking anyone, really.
Ablative, the tipping bit was a bit of a joke. And also, in France, don't tip because it's considered being rude, so don't do that. But if you're in America, typically it's common to tip. Anyway, just let's not.
In France, you just have to say merde. That means thank you. Trust me.
Feel like that's not true. In fact, I know that's not true. But no, guys, the whole tipping thing is a joke. Like, tip if you feel like the service is appropriate for it. If you've been amazed, go for it. If not, I mean, I'm not a big tipper myself. I'm going to stay away from the word tip from now on. But, but yeah, anyway, technically, saying shit is acceptable as long as it's kept in context, so it's okay. Manus Calsolis, thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry if I've murdered your name. I didn't mean to. Michael, no, it wasn't. But I felt like he might approve. Anyway. There you go. Onward. Well, yeah, I have said it twice now. But it's in context, it's fine. Oh, Turgeon, don't do it, don't go there. Anna 8th, it's fine. You kind of missed my initial rant about things. And yeah, I mean, there was an F-bomb. But it's fine, it's okay, don't worry about it.
A link to the post? Sure, I might be able to still get that. Hold on. I missed a couple of lines there in chat. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, just drop it to chat, we should be able to.
1 second. There it is. Oh, it's too long. Hold on. God damn. The Frontier forums and their ridiculously huge links. Okay, let me just remove the post number. You're gonna have to go through the post and... What? I hope that works. Let's see. Yeah, that works. That's the forum post where Zach responded.
Oh boy, so many jumps to go. It'd be nice if there was more neutrons along the way. I think I could handle it.
I think your FSD would disagree.
My AFMU does agree to it, so it's fine.
Well, I don't have one, so every time I see a neutron, I'm like, yeah. Oh no! Yeah, I think I'm currently getting to the point where my FSD will start failing occasionally. I'm approaching the 80% barrier.
Oh no, gotta be careful then. Lee, how you doing? I'm currently still continuing the journey towards Colonia, and we've got a bit of a way to go still. I'm playing catch up, like big time playing catch up. So I'm gonna literally kind of touch and go at the next waypoint, and then move straight to the next one.
We'll never know who was the 10,000th sub. Come on, you guys in English, like your numbers are sometimes crazy to pronounce for a German. 10,000th. 10,000th. It's impossible.
And how do you say 83 in German?
83. 83 is the correct pronunciation.
So
in Germany we say the
3 and 80.
No, numbers that are bigger than 20. We say the small number. You know, the small digit first, and then the big digit.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's bizarre.
Yeah, 3 and 80 basically.
Oh, there you go. Now 83.
Yeah, 83 in French. 83 in French is actually something like 83. 83, I think it is.
Yeah.
Which is bonkers. They basically say 423. Like 4 times 20 and then plus 3 or something. I don't even know how that makes sense, but that's French for you.
Yeah. Oh, Backlap will know. Is a Canadian.
Is it just me, or does Greatest accent intensify exponentially when he speaks German? You know, you're saying my German sounds especially German, or what?
Yeah, das ist gut.
I mean, it would be kind of crazy if it didn't, right?
It would be, except I'd be really suspicious. If you spoke German with an English accent, that'd be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah. Guten Tag. Yeah, it's not great. Greatest, do you think in German or English? Oh, right, there we go.
I think I'm actually like slowly drifting over into thinking more in English than I think in German. It's just, I think my daily dose of conversations and writing and exchange in general is more in English than it is in German. Mostly because of you guys, really. And it does affect you. I can't deny that.
You must have some like really messed up dreams. Like, do you dream in English and German, or is it just German?
I don't know. Do you ever dream of like talking? Actually, I don't remember ever dreaming in words, or even with like spoken stuff. It's always just pictures and feelings and happenings and colors and smells and impressions and amazing.
Wait, suddenly I feel like we're on the on like that really bizarre riverboat ride in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's crazy.
Watch a bunch of bad 80s American action movies. I think I've already had a few of those, but yeah, probably could do with more. If you spaked your hand with a hammer, do you swear in German or in English? I think that's in Bavarian, actually.
Wait, oh.
Yeah, that would be Bavarian, definitely.
To actually, Turgeon, here's the thing: to determine your mother tongue, or what is kind of your true first language, is whatever you dream in. So I know for a fact that I dream in English because I only speak English, and whenever I have really bizarre dreams where sometimes other languages are in it, but it's all gibberish. But I know what language it is.
I dream in Dolby Atmos and widescreen.
Is that with or without subtitles?
That's the way.
That's the question. I dream with subtitles. Wait, what? Finding out how to say dickhead in German.
I think that word sounds even more rude than it does in English, but I won't say it now.
Okay. Well, I know Kopf is head.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And there's plenty of ways to translate dick. Plenty.
Oh, Captain Corsair says occasionally he dreams in the third person. That is unusual.
Yeah, I can't recall an occasion where I had like a third person dream. It must be like an out-of-body experience, right?
That must be really bizarre. Like,
yeah.
Who actually knows what the back of their head looks like all the time? Like, you know, that's one of those weird things, like, what does the back of my head look like right now? I don't know.
I don't want to know, my hair's probably messed up.
I mean, I kind of have to reach back and be like, ah, it's there. It's there. So, lucid dream. I've only had like a handful of them. So a handful of lucid dreams where you realise you're dreaming and then you take control. But for me, I often find myself like coming out of the dream and waking up if that happens. Which is, it ruins it. It's like, yeah, do this, and then you try and break the dream world, and it's like, nope, I'm gonna wake up now.
The one thing I found really crazy, it's been ages ago, but it happened to me once, where I woke up and I didn't have control over my body. Like, I was completely paralyzed.
Sleep paralysis.
Did you ever have that?
I haven't, no.
I only had it once, and that was... It only lasted for a few seconds, so it kind of went away really quickly. But that feeling was frightening and crazy and just absolutely bonkers.
But it's something that people often actually suffer with, and the reason why sleep paralysis exists is because it's to stop you from acting out your dreams. So when you're...
Probably, yeah. I woke up too early or too rapidly. I don't know what it was, but I never had it since, so I can't really tell too much about it, because it's been like 10, 15 years ago or so.
Now, Lee, love that. I've punched my wife before in my sleep. I dreamt she was taking my wallet. I can.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well, right? You punch her in your... Is
that what you told the police?
Yeah, sure.
Let's not make light of domestic violence, though. But the thing is
no.
I do the same thing. I can flail in my sleep. I have to face sleeping either sleeping on my back or sleeping away from my wife. Otherwise, every now and then she gets a cheeky jab, which is just because I sleep. I fetal position, so I have my hands up by my face, and obviously they flick out if I'm not careful. It's not great. It's not fantastic. It's one of the reasons why she sleeps facing away from me as well. Oh well, never mind. Gypsy, I had an operation in May last year and came round apparently shouting Gaz needs polonium. My mate Gaz doesn't even play Elite. I just thought that must have been really confusing for the hospital staff around you.
I love the stories that are currently dribbling in there in chat.
It is good.
So much crazy stuff with like dreams, sleep, languages.
It is. I love it because people are weird. Like humans are so weird when it comes to sleeping.
I mean, the human body is a complex beast.
Yeah. It's and we still don't even know why we sleep. No one knows. No, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, and then again, think about how many different types, like how different some animals do it. For example, dolphins only ever one half of their brain sleeps and the other half is awake, so they can, you know, run away or swim away in case of danger. Which is crazy that that's even possible, but that's how they do it. Think about that. Like you can turn off half your brain and sleep with it. How would that feel like, even?
I don't know. Like, would you be aware that was happening?
I don't know. That's the same with birds apparently. I don't know. I only know about dolphins. But there's probably some other crazy ways of sleeping in you know, out there in the animal kingdom. I mean, think about a winter sleep. Or is there a different term for that in English?
What was that?
Like when animals go to sleep over winter, like bears or turtles, for example.
Hibernation.
Hibernation, there you go.
Yeah.
Like that's also sleeping, but for half a year, or at least like 4 or 5 months, which is also crazy. And their whole cycle, not words. It's hard sometimes. The English word is right there on the tip of my tongue. Can't get it.
No.
No, your body, the exchange of nutrients and
metabolism.
You know, thank you. Yes, that one. The metabolism completely goes down to like 1 heartbeat per minute, and that's how they can endure the whole winter without eating, which is also absolutely crazy.
Skinless is saying that his ex-missus used to sound like a water buffalo when she slept.
Ooh. I see why it's an X now.
That would be a bit of a killer, yeah. Now, Turgeon's saying that when you sleep, you allow the data you've perceived to sync properly with the brain in a jar network your real psyche is connected to. Interesting.
Oh boy.
Right, Philip, you say you used to go cow tipping as a teenager. Okay, now, I was under the impression cow tipping wasn't even a real thing. It was like it was a thing that people said they did, but they never actually went. Like, it was a myth, urban myth, you know.
And now, if you do consider to go out there and do some cow tipping, consider this: more people, like considerably more people, die each year to cows than to sharks, for example. Cows are fucking terrified. They're killer, dangerous killers, I tell you.
So you can do it alone, Captain Course. You can go cow tipping alone. I mean, I don't really fancy it myself. I just think it sounds like an accident waiting to happen, like a particular beefy mess. It doesn't sound good.
So let's eat them.
Space cows are worse. Well, Sinclair, I think Ascorbius might disagree. Cows are the hippos of the farmyard. Nix. What? Aren't cows just the cows of the farmyard?
think he's referring to hippos also killing a lot of people. Hippos are actually freaking dangerous.
Oh yeah,
they're super fast, not only in water but also on land, and they can kill you with those huge teeth they have easily.
Pro Rocket just sent me a message in game saying Killer Cows 3 soon in cinemas.
I had one of my best laughs with a friend of mine ever. We watched, we watched like a movie one night, and then afterwards we just proceeded zipping through the program, seeing what's running, and we found two-headed shark attack running on the TV. It's just like one of those crazy B-real movies where an actual two-headed mutant shark is basically terrorizing an island that's slowly sinking or something. I don't know, and there's some people on there and they try to get away, and it's nuts. But we enjoyed it kind of because it was so crap. And at the end of the movie, we were like, so what now? Wouldn't it be awesome to now watch three-headed shark attack? And I kid you not, 10 seconds later, the program announced, next up, three-headed shark attack. And we broke into laughter like nothing else. It was so ridiculous. And the movie was exactly what you expect. The same setup, just with a three-headed shark now.
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't.
Yeah, it was so good. We had the best time.
One of the worst films I have ever seen, right, was Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. Right.
Isn't there also like an Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter or something?
Oh yeah, but that's good. Like, it's got production value.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
It's not great. It's okay. Like it's at least got some production value. But God, yeah, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. So the premise of the film, okay, is on the loose there are lesbian daylight vampires, right, out and about, and what they're doing is they're killing people, feeding on them, and then an evil crazy doctor vampire is cutting the skin off of people and like attaching it onto the vampires, so it allows them to go and be out in sunlight. Now, in with that as well, it's Jesus Christ comes back from the dead in order to save. It's like
quick question there. Why don't they just put on clothes like normal people instead of skin?
Because they're scantily clad vampires. And Anaratheus, I did watch it. I was drunk. It's a short film, and also I was eating curry, so it's okay.
Sounds like RedTube.
And all right, what else happens in this in this film? So Jesus comes back, and bearing in mind this is all set in, I know, like Cleveland or somewhere like that in the US. Totally bizarre. And turns out he does kung fu. So he's kung fu Jesus slaying daylight lesbian vampires, and at some point him and this priest who he's also fighting people with drops down to his knees in this lake, and they start blessing the water, and then they start fighting the vampires in the water, and they win. It's Jesus, of course he wins, but it is like,
hold on, Jesus couldn't go into the water, he would be on top of it.
Well, you'd think that, but he was baptized, wasn't he? You gotta remember that, so, allegedly, if you believe that, he was baptized, and so he would, must be able to go through it.
Probably a bug or something.
A bug, yeah. Physics malfunction.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. That is on my list of films you should see before you die. No, I'm not. Lee, it's from like the really early 90s. So
no.
No. I mean, back then, maybe. Now, not so much, because, we have eyes and high-resolution screens, and we can see what we're looking at now, and it's like, ooh, no.
Ooh.
No.
Ugh. Oh, ooh. Yeah.
I love how many men are in chat as well, selling their wives out on how they sleep and stuff, and what noises they make. That's pretty, it's pretty special. But yeah,
I mean, I did also get punched in the past by, you know, several people I slept next to, which is fun.
Oh, no 10k subs bonus viewing it. What? What? Vortex, I'm confused. Backlap saying, oh god,
I think he wants a cookie or something.
Yeah, you want a cookie.
Somebody give that man a cookie.
Yeah. Vortex is one of our newest mods in the Zencast Discord. So if you are watching and you haven't come to join us, you should probably do that on the Zencast Discord. Wait, are you giving him a frying?
I don't know. I typed cookie. What? I don't know what it did. Cookie. No. There. Maybe.
Okay, right. I will get baby pictures.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can do cookies.
Now I should be able to definitely 100% have them next weekend. So there you go. I will be able to have them. So it's fine. Now, Sam, I have lost track of the number of times I've punched people due to kickboxing for a very long time. So that's the reason for that. It's not like I get in fights all the time. It's not like that at all. And anyway, I do say next weekend because I am seeing my family who have the pictures. Because my brother took them from my parents, and my parents are super weird about giving him the pictures because, you know, they're old pictures, like actual photo album pictures, because I'm old, so. But yeah, I promised these pictures a long time ago, so oops. Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter 676 on Amazon. Oh my goodness, that's a ripoff. No, Lee, not black and white pictures. I'm not that old. Gypsy's got t-shirts older than me. You got t-shirts older than 33 years? That's mad. I mean, it's safe to say I don't have any that old because they wouldn't fit. $25.99 for the Blu-ray giz. What? It's not worth it. I literally, I do mean like watch it for free on the internet somewhere. Please note, I don't encourage piracy in any way, shape or form. Yeah, but don't buy it, because you only ever watch it once, so... As well, I'm just getting nothing but junk planets. So many junk planets.
Well, you could try to filter out like M-class and maybe even K-class stars, only go for the FG ones.
Maybe, but at the same time I'm rushing. So it's kind of that.
You're gonna find something at some point. I already found one Earth-like world. Not ringed, unfortunately.
See, Barrel, it is nice being at the station after not being on it, not docking for such a long time. But at the same time, you know, you've got to get out there. See, the stone, I've seen Kung Fury. I love it. Absolutely amazing. It is fantastic. It's rather bizarre to have a dinosaur police officer called Triceratops. And also it has Hitler in it as well as the Kung Fuhrer.
There is no such thing as a too bad of a pun. I totally condone that kind of stuff.
Oh, the puns are absolutely fantastic. Like
Triceratops is a good one.
And especially considering he's actually a Triceratops. It's like, smashed it.
I guessed that much.
No, I
Thanks,
mean,
Plater.
it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's so painfully obvious.
Yes.
Yeah, Kung Fury is fantastic. I made people at work watch it one evening when it was exceptionally quiet, and people just sat there being like, "What is this?" I was like, "Possibly the best film you're gonna watch this year." Oh yeah, and also Thor's in it, and they're like, "Thanks, Thor. Nice pecs." It's like, "Thank you." Like, what? Why's Thor even in it? He's an old man, a super buff old man. Hunter's got one, a really weird and shitty Z film from the 80s, Xtro, or XTRO. I've never heard of that, so I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Right, Lee, cool. I'll leave that one to you. Prorox saying the room. The room.
The room.
The room. I've not seen it. Is that a recent film? I feel like it's a recent one. Hunter, okay. There's a moment in that film where a woman gives birth to a fully grown man.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
I mean, that's not the weirdest thing that could happen.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's
Zach
also...
had to respond again.
Oh no. Oh no, what do people do?
Let me read it first.
Wait, Sam, isn't that Benjamin Button you're talking about?
No, he was a baby, but he was an old baby. He was still small though.
Right. Producer? No, anyway. Sashweed, good morning. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, somebody said, with all due respect, you guys put a black market on a deep space research vessel. That decision deserves every ounce of criticism and hostility it receives.
No, not hostility.
No, I mean, not...
Constructive feedback, yes, but
Yeah.
hostility, no.
I mean, criticism, if it's in a polite form, yeah, sure, you can put your criticism out there, but not hostility. Why would you say that? That's just stupid. Oh boy. Some people are really overdoing it on every occasion they get.
Oh yeah, some people have an argument on the internet.
Yeah, that's, I guess. You always have to remind yourself that you're on the internet still.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Truex, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, bud. We're talking about ridiculously bad films.
Wow, that post is really running hot. It's already at 400 responses.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
Man.
Maybe I should chime in there, I don't know.
The salt must flow.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Whoever controls the salt controls the universe. But no, that's no, I mean, I don't think that hostility is 100% the wrong word. I can only hope it's a language barrier and someone's got that wrong.
Didn't sound like it, but yeah.
Just because, you know what, hostility is...
It doesn't deserve any
inappropriate.
hostility. Like, in the best case, it was an oversight by someone and they will fix it. In the worst case, you know, in quotes here, it was intended, but that's still fine. Like, there's also points to make for it having a black market. I mean, it wouldn't possibly make much sense for what it is, but apparently all megaships have black markets or whatever. It's not a big deal even. It's just an in-game mechanic, and if people want to UA bomb it, so should they. Whatever. Like, let's just take that action for what it is. It's rude, it's respectless, and it's abysmal. But that's it. Like, it doesn't even affect anyone that much.
Chances are the person...
I don't get why people have to get so upset about it and even attack after for it. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I say, I don't understand why it has one, but I don't understand. I'm not going to go all out aggressive over it, that's for sure. Seems totally a inappropriate response. Kind of just like... But yeah.
Whatever, let's let it go.
Make like Frozen and let it go.
Let it go, let it go. I love the interpretation that Bo once did with Ed Lewis on their live stream about that other game by FDev.
Oh, Lost Winds.
Yeah, Lost Winds. They did like an impromptu sing-along of Let It Go, and it was amazing. I clipped that one. It was really good. I'm jealous. I can't sing.
Giz is saying Battlefield Earth was one of the worst films he's seen. I mean, but Yamix is the star of it. Like right, Battlefield Earth. I mean, you met Yamix at the expo, right?
I did.
Okay, so if you search Battlefield Earth, the film with John Travolta in, the Cyclops, or whatever the aliens are called, is a spitting image of Yamix.
Ah! I see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly
Yep.
that. Yep.
That's... Oh man, Yamix reproduced. Oh no! Oh no!
Balrog, wasn't that funded by
funny.
Scientologists? Actually, I think it was something to do with someone's religious belief or something, that it was like, oh yeah, this is what we believe. And it's like, why? Why would you believe that? Like what the hell? It makes no sense. What? Why would an invading force decide to speak English throughout the whole thing? Anyway, so that's just one small thing. Actually, Giz, what's worse is that how come those jets all still worked after that long? That made no sense. Michael, you're saying the Earth is flat. Well, actually...
And the moose is a cheese wheel. The moon, sorry. Not the moose.
Oh, actually, it was... I think you'll find that the Flat Earth Society
would
has...
that be if the moon was a cheese wheel? I would live there.
Would it have an atmosphere?
I don't care. I would live there without an atmosphere.
I don't... oh, I don't know if you could.
Man, it would be made out of cheese!
Yeah, oh my god, you're causing me to malfunction.
What?
Why? Oh yeah, YouTube's always right. Oh, I commented on one of these like flat Earth videos, and it was the like so many hundreds of proofs that the Earth is flat, and I'm just like, what? And I started watching it. They went, well, how
somebody
come?
said they took a video from the slow-mo guys where they spun a ball and a ball soaked with water, and they spun it and the water would, like, fly outwards in a disc shape, and they took that video as evidence that water cannot stay on a spinning ball, and I just had to laugh out loud.
Come on.
People are so dumb that they don't even know how dumb they are. That's the funny part.
Yeah. You know what they say about being dumb? It's only pain for other people around you. It's...
Yeah. I'm sure they're having the time of their life. They found some like-minded people and they're having their agenda, but everyone else is just shaking their heads.
This is why aliens won't talk to us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best way of looking at it. Oh.
No, my cheese moon would totally be Parmesan.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Jeremiah saying cracking cheese greatest is he's quoting Wallace and Gromit.
I don't know.
You don't know who Wallace and Gromit are?
I 100% know who they are, and I do know the film. I probably even saw the film, but I do not get the reference.
Oh, because like Wallace is always like cracking cheddar, grommet, and yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, close enough.
Or nice spot of Wensleydale. Yeah,
I love that. It's a good. What is it? It's not a movie. It's not a series. It's a.
Oh, it is movies.
IP? Yeah, it is movies, but it's
animated
like smaller movies.
shorts. Yeah. Well, it started off. Well, the first one was like quite a short one when they go to the moon, and then after that, it's actual films at that point.
Yeah.
So,
I wish, children these days would grow up with more stuff like that instead of some crazy animated or computer animated, rather, whatever crazy figures that they come up with these days for kids that are supposed to be funny or cute or whatever. It's frightening sometimes, actually.
Now, some of the, I mean, they just keep reusing old stuff, like hey, let's reuse the Ninja Turtles. It's like, no, stop.
Leave it alone. Don't.
Yeah, literally, leave it alone. We've had enough now.
Yeah. Balrog got hit right in the jewels.
Yeah, Nightbot. Oh, you should probably just put ... I didn't even see what you put. You got it too quick.
Let me see. What did he do? Yeah, ... Nightbot is ruthless.
Yeah. Good old Nightbot. I mean, part of me misses the cheese offering Nightbot. No, toast offering Nightbot. And then we have like a cheese offering one.
I miss Stroopy. We had Stroopy on the broadcast Discord, and at some point he died because there was apparently an update or so, and I didn't get to, get him back online again ever since. Should probably get to that. Because Stroopy was our Stroopwaffle dispenser.
I found a shop local to where I work that sells Stroopwaffles.
Nice. That's always good.
Yeah, I was like, wow, what a surprise.
Marmite Nightbot.
No.
Ascorbius needs that one.
Marmite and Stroopwaffles together.
Blah.
But yeah, good evening, Showa. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just really I guess, shooting the shit today.
How far have you come along, Plater?
I am 7 jumps away from the waypoint.
Nice.
So should, and I've picked up an undiscovered water world along the way. Yes. So at least there's that.
Very well. Man, I miss a good-looking game. I can't wait to get back home onto my proper PC. I tell you that much.
Actually, it's something I've been struggling with. I was playing some of the beta today, and I was getting frame rate drops, like really bad frame rate drops, whilst in combat.
Even outside of scouting, as fighting scouts.
Yeah, and it was dropping down from plus 60 frames a second to 30, and stopping at 30, and it wouldn't go. It wouldn't, and it would come back again. I was like, what on earth is going on? But main game isn't doing it, so. Beta's beta.
Stuff like that, they usually get fixed before anything goes live. Like, the only time when you will experience frame drops in the live game is when you go down onto planet surfaces, or you are in a huge instance with many players in there.
Or pack hounds.
It's usually... Or pack hounds, that's true. They still didn't really manage to fix that.
Ablative, you're saying Marmite, Nutella, and Vegemite sandwich, not at the same time.
Good lord.
You can't possibly be having that at the same time.
Some people just want to watch the world burn, man.
Because that's literally how you'd summon the devil. It doesn't sound...
Yeah.
It doesn't sound good in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I guess you got salty and sweet at the same time. But...
And Ariath, if your frames don't drop, you have to add more bass.
Oh god. But yeah, this is literally only, I've had it in one particular circumstance, and it's, I don't know if it's because like drivers were downloading for Nvidia at the same time. Who knows? well, only 50% of the people have liked or interacted with the stream for it.
Only?
Only?
That's a ridiculous quota, actually.
Well, I'm going to encourage people to hit the like button then, and help raise the profile of the cause we're raising money for. Because that's what it's all about.
You want to have your profile raised? Don't you think your nose is already big enough?
It's a bit crooked. But yeah. But yeah. 4 jumps away. Anything good in this system? No.
I would dare to greatest to eat a circus peanut. What's a circus peanut?
Yeah. What?
I know what a peanut is, but what's a circus peanut?
Yeah, a circuit. Well, yeah, what is it? How does that make it different?
Does it have like a clown hat and long shoes, or what is that?
Is it? Is it jumping through hoops? Is it like?
Yeah.
Is
what's
it a
a
tent?
circus peanut do? Does it have some certain skill set or something?
Now, he's like, tell him what it is. Unless a wait a minute. Orange marshmallow shaped like a peanut. Kill it with fire. Huh. Yeah, Prorock was asking, is it sexual? I'm like, is it?
I don't like marshmallows, so that's not been for me, I don't think.
But yeah, Sashweed. So you've got 2 more 4Ks on the way. Does that mean you have 3 4Ks at the moment? Because that is an obscene number of pixels to push.
Yeah, just before I left again for Hamburg a month ago, my second, or my first monitor, the one I had the longest, just suddenly didn't turn on anymore for some reason, which was interesting. I hope it magically fixed itself while I was away, but if not, I'm gonna have to go look for a second monitor again. That's just so nasty, because I just got used to, you know, working and playing with 2 monitors,
yeah.
And then the first one dies on me, which is fantastic. Typical.
I love that Lons just picked up a quote, and it was hashtag I blame Ascorbius.
Absolutely appropriate.
Yep, 100%.
Any time of the day.
Yep.
Any occasion. Always blame Ascorbius.
Yep. Oh my god. Enough with the stars. Jesus. Right. Hamburger month. Ah, Sinclair.
Also, I'm pretty sure Hamburg was there before the hamburger, so...
Yeah, it's...
But at the same time, I don't think the hamburger actually does have anything to do with it, because, you know, it's just ham and burger. I get how that's constructed, it's just a nice coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, you could think about where the word burger came from.
I mean, but then you've got Frankfurters as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but that's definitely where, you know, because the sausage comes from the area, from the region. That's why they called Frankfurters. There's also Nürnbergers and plenty other ones as well, I guess. We have all the sausages in Germany.
Yeah. Except hamburgers are made from beef. Interesting point, Turgeon, yeah.
Just nitpicking, get out of here.
So I'm about to have
We
to
should
go,
call it bacon burgers, that's what really matters.
What?
There's gotta be bacon on there.
Well, I suppose, because you get frikadellens, don't you? In Germany.
Yeah,
that's quite...
we have those as well.
Yeah, because
also in various different iterations across the different, you know, regions here across the country.
Oh, here you go. Originally it was called Hamburg steak, wasn't it? No.
Was it? I don't know. Possible.
I don't know. You know what?
I'm not good in beef history.
Hear that? Greatest doesn't have beef, guys. Just remember, no beef. Hashtag no beef.
No beef. I'm not a vegetarian though. Don't take that wrong.
I actually had a meat-free day yesterday, which is kind of like myself and Mrs. Plater have been speaking about going meat-free 1 day a week.
So you're doing it the other way around. Some people eat like meat 1 day a week, and you're not eating meat 1 day a week.
Got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere. Oh,
love it.
Am I here?
Well, if you just arrived at a black hole, then yes, you're there.
Yes, I have arrived.
It's me. I'm here.
What's that? Is this like a super icy water world? What is that? Can't be that. Let's have a look around the system to see what else is in there. All of interesting stuff. All the neutron stars. Okay, black hole scanned.
4.4 million credits for one system. Congrats, Six Shooter. That's amazing.
That is.
That is not to be sniffed at.
It's a good job.
Even with the new payouts, that's still major.
Alright, now, this looks like a...
So you're saying there was a hamburger sandwich first, and that then translated over to just a hamburger as a burger?
I suppose it had to start somewhere, didn't it? That's the...
I don't know. I thought that the word hamburger would like have originated separately from Hamburg, but maybe there is a correlation. Gave up and went to Wikipedia. Fair enough. That's like 90% more than most of the other people would do out there. They just gave up, even though the world's your oyster. You have Google. You can find all the information.
Yeah, but it's more fun to talk about who could be right before you find out who is right. Yeah, it's
true.
Buzzard. Not that I'm bragging, but I completed a 14-day diet in 3 hours. Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's great. Sean, yes we have. I'm going to be having to test it out myself to see how fast I can get a ship to go, because I think it'd be absolutely obscene.
There you go, I'm learning some German sausage history here from chat.
Wow.
Both frankfurters and hamburgers came from New Amsterdam, later New York, from the German quarter of the city. There's also this fairy tale out there that there, way back in the founding days of the United States, there was like a vote on what the official language of the country should become, and allegedly it was only like one vote away from actually becoming German, which would have been fun. I bet that would have turned history, mixed up history quite a bit.
Yeah, that would have been a particularly weird
But I think that's only like a fairy tale. I don't think that's actually how it happened. Nice thought, though, if you would think that the whole of the US would speak German instead of English. I mean, you still have some parts in the US where German is like a second language. Some people speak it, or at least use some words still from German.
But yeah, definitely it's language is an odd one, especially over in America. It's like they talk about that when they use the word Dutch in America to talk about kind of like history and stuff, they mean it as in Deutsch, as opposed to, you know, Netherlands.
Yeah, I see where the confusion comes from there, because it doesn't sound that much different, but it is different.
Yeah, no.
Dutch, yeah. Netherlands, Deutsch, Germans. Get it?
Yep. Hamish burgers. They're like haggis burger. Ooh, haggis.
You don't have to turn everything into British, Plater. Some things just better stay un-British.
No, don't get me wrong. That's Scottish, not British. You got to remember we're 3 countries. We got to act as such.
You're the UK.
Yeah.
That's good enough. It's confusing. Like, is it Great Britain, UK, or England? I know that all of these 3 things are all mean something different. Like they include and exclude different countries, but that's super confusing.
No. It's oh, I know. Alright, okay, 4 countries. Wales doesn't count. So, Gears, I have tried haggis. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like the texture. Flavour was fine, texture was iffy for me. But yeah, so England is part of the UK, whilst the UK is all of it, and Great Britain is also all of it.
Where?
You've got the United Kingdom.
I thought there was
the
something going on with
nation.
like Ireland being in there and not being in there in some of those terms, you know. Like the UK is everything without Ireland, and Great Britain is with it. No, that's also wrong, right?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Northern Ireland.
It's confusing.
Not all of. Yeah. Anyway, who knows? But you know what? At the end of the day, it's all imaginary barriers put there by other human beings that stop us from being able to go places easy.
The right stance to take there. It's just all love and happiness.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that makes, you know, well, Britain is the fact that it's surrounded by water. Otherwise, we'd be somewhere else.
I thought you were gonna say is because it's great.
No, because the Queen. Huzzah!
The only thing that makes Britain is it is great.
Love has no borders. Damn straight Balrog. But yeah. Oh man, this is a long way to fly to these neutrons.
Stop bitching.
I'm not bitching. Just stating a fact. Oh,
hey,
okay.
Turgeon finally managed to find his way in here.
Hey, Turgeon.
Yeah, well, hi. I just thought I'd drop in and explain the United Kingdom Britain thing.
Oh, there you go. Now we have a scientist here.
I can.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite simple, you see.
Apparently not.
Half an hour later.
the British
now.
Isles.
Oh, it's a live stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The British Isles is Ireland and Great Britain. Great Britain is the larger of the two islands, you see. That's what it is.
There you go.
The United Kingdom is Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So there you are. That's what it comes down to. That's what the British Isles are. It's the two islands. But Great Britain is actually just the biggest island.
I get it.
Except when they say Great Britain and Northern Ireland, because like it's actually a separate island, but it's not. It's attached to the island area. There you go. So that's this. All perfectly simple, you see.
Oh yeah, it is as clear as the summer's sun.
Yes.
It's not, is it? And it's like
No.
Now explain the Commonwealth. Fuzz, it doesn't exist anymore. It's
yes.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Don't talk about that. It's not
No. That's the Empire. The Empire's gone. The Commonwealth is a.
Yeah, but
You know that England could actually be kicked out of the Commonwealth if we stopped being a democracy.
But the thing is that the Commonwealth, is like it's like a hangover poo of the Empire. It's like
well, it is and it isn't. I mean, Canada are in the Commonwealth. America could be if they wanted to, if they asked. They could be in the Commonwealth, but they're just not going to.
What does qualify you to get into the Commonwealth?
Well, it's essentially anywhere that we've had dealings with, that England has had dealings with, that we don't own anymore as a country. Is what it comes down to.
previously conquered.
Technically, because we owned half the world at one point, and we gave most of it back to the natives rather than have them take it off us. And so that means that we've got good relationships with them now, and so they're all part of this big club of democracies, the Commonwealth, that you're not allowed to be in if you're not a democracy.
That's what a Brit would say. Now ask a Commonwealther.
Oh, they'd probably say it's a source of cash. They can get some cash out of it by being part of a nice club, you see. Nice big club. A lot of trade opportunities, favoured nation, all that kind of thing. But only if you're a democracy. If you're not a democracy,
and then there's
you get
that
kicked
story of the club that is the EU. And Britain said, no, I don't want to be part of the club anymore.
Don't. Greatest, no. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about that on stream.
No. We're not going to go down that road.
It's for some people it's a very divisive topic.
I get that. I mean it's still very current.
Yeah. I mean, hey, at least we don't have Donald Trump, right?
No, yeah, I've got to disagree with Buzzard Brother in the chat there, saying that it's only the Union Jack when it's on the Jack's half of a ship. Well, no, It is and it isn't, because they got so fed up with it in Parliament in the 19th century, with people calling it different things, one thing, another thing, Union Flag, Union Jack, that they just gave up and essentially decided that you could legitimately call it the Union Jack or the Union Flag in Parliament, because they couldn't settle it. So yeah, you can call it Union Jack if you want.
I mean,
Funny.
also, if you say Union Flag, there are some people in America, excuse me, they get a bit confused by that.
That's right.
So, because it's obviously you've got
That's
the
right.
Union and
Unions
all
and
that stuff,
Confederates, yeah.
which
Yeah.
shouldn't even be a thing anymore. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Pol-
But
History, it's a fun place.
Fun with flags, with turgid.
yeah, we just like sticking the word Jack on the end of everything in England. Jacks and monkeys, that's what we do, because it's all naval.
Jackhammer.
Yeah. I mean, cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey.
Brass
Carjack.
monkey, indeed. Yeah.
Hijack.
I don't give a monkeys, mate. I don't give a monkeys.
I haven't had
Yeah.
anyone say that for a long time, actually.
No, well, it's in the phrases that you don't hear very often, like "gone for a Burton." You don't hear that one very often either.
No, not at all.
Alright, let's see if I can't hop into the game and waggle my tail at Plater a little bit.
Oh, provocative. Oh my goodness. See, someone's challenged me to Prorock has challenged me to the brown trouser challenge.
Flying in between the neutron stars?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did that as well, that's amazing, do it.
at the Crux.
Yep.
Well, I couldn't. Cass wouldn't let me.
Oh.
She's got a phobia of space zombies, so it wouldn't have been kind.
Always the gentleman.
But I did get some footage there. I was there. I've actually headed off to the next one since the stream's been running, because there's half a dozen neutrons in the way, so you can do it in quite a short time.
Oh, it's good, because I was hoping to try and hit that this evening as well. So
Yeah. At 4 in a row. I hadn't turned it on actually until I was halfway through the jump. I was about halfway through the distance, and I turned it on, and I hit 4 neutrons in a row. So yeah, you can get there quite easy.
Yeah, and possibly because I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not, because that depends whether or not I do the Venetian Nebula as well. It's not far. It's a possibility, right? I'm going to log that as a possibility. Oh, okay.
You know, I'm a completionist, I have to get every waypoint.
Yeah, I can't skip any. Oh my goodness, this looks super weird. Like, really weird. Oh, you can park between them. That sounds like a heat disaster.
This is fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. And I'm wondering when I'm in range to scan them? How close do you have to be to a neutron star to scan it?
Like 5 light seconds?
5. That doesn't sound right. That sounds too close.
It is 5. 10 or 5, one of the two.
Yeah, it's
It's 5. It's 5. It's 5.
Yeah.
I told you.
I just
Don't ever doubt me. If I give you information, it will be correct. Unless it's not, but that's not the matter.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so it started scanning it just under 5. So that's okay. Wow.
Okay, I got 1,080 light years to go, and there's already plenty of people over there. Let's do it. 14 jumps. Let's see where Plater is.
Well, I'm definitely not surrounded by
Commander
neutron.
Machine is right behind me, only 200 light years up my butt. Ascorbius right behind him, 500 light years away. Oh,
And
Ascorbius caught up, man. He made some good progress.
It's not bad.
Where is Oh my god, you're all the way back there. No, that's Zulu Romeo. Where are you? Oh my god, you're even further back. Oh lord.
What do you mean I'm even further back?
The crux, you know where that is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
that
see you
far.
now. That's 2,080 light years away from me.
They're talking about Gone for a Burton there in in chat. Yeah, it's an odd one. It's from the Second World War. It's another one of these ones that it appeared out of nowhere, as the saying, and people now are retconning all sorts of explanations as to where it came from, so no one's actually precisely certain. Gone for a Burton. It was basically a case where when a pilot crashed into the sea and died or was missing, they referred to him as having gone for a Burton.
Oh, the term. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Probably something to do with Burton's ales, because he landed in the drink. You see, and this is how pilots in the Second World War.
Yeah.
He's gone for a Burton. Talking about dicky birdies and bellies up and all this kind of thing. So yeah, they come up with all sorts of weird, strange expressions. So it could very well be. But there you go. So. Bizarrely, like the word gobbledygook, which I found out just the other day, actually goes only as far back as the 40s.
Really?
43. And it's American, would you believe? I know it sounds like one of these words. Oh, in English, well, they use it in the Middle Ages, but no, it's actually American from the 40s.
No, you just assume that Shakespeare came up with most of the words, don't you? Because
yeah, you think so? And it sounds like one. It sounds like an archaic English word, but it's actually from politics. A politician was complaining about how long a bill was taking that was supposed to help the English in the war. It was taking too long in the American government. And he was likening it to a bunch of turkey strutting about and gobbling.
It's at 83%.
83, that's fine.
Yeah, fine.
But there's a couple of neutron stars ahead of me, so it won't be fine soon.
72 or 3 is when you start.
I thought it was 80%. Where below that you start, you at least have a chance of getting a misjump.
You might, yeah, but wait till you get to about 70 odd before you start clenching a lot, really.
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna dock soon. There's a station coming up on one of the next waypoints, so that's fine. It's all good and well.
What on earth? Stuff is weird. Stuff is really weird. Like, it just looks weird. Like,
I mean, those three together are freaking out so much that it messes up the sync of your monitors, doesn't it? Ooh. And you have this strange flickering thing across
it's,
it.
It's,
Nothing to do about it.
It's the one reason why I have a VSync on. Oh my goodness. Now, I wonder if I fly between the two cones where they meet, what could possibly happen there?
Where? Ooh, yeah, that's interesting.
Fun.
I'm doing
it there.
One to the other. Pinball.
I'm doing
Neutron pinball.
Oh, this is getting a bit... My eyes.
Toasty.
My eyes.
My eyes. Neutron pinball, yeah.
Someone's saying that I will find a rebuy this way. That doesn't sound right. Oh.
True Rex says you need good jamming music with this stream. I haven't got much music on the soundboard.
Okay, I think it's got me. I think they got me.
Nom 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 nom.
Frame shift drive supercharged. Yep. Still at 24% on the old heat malarkey. Now I'm out. Done. That's alright.
You're not going to get out of
god, now I'm close to the other one.
No. Yeah, that's pinball. It's neutron pinball.
Yeah. Nah, see, it's fine. Everyone who doubted me. God. Oh, they have little faith.
Yeah, you can have one of those. Just because.
I love that sound so much.
But yeah, it messes up. Like, it makes things super pixelated. Like, you can see the squares on the stream.
That's just the way they are being rendered. I'm pretty sure it freaks out if it's too intense.
Yeah.
It must be because it's the three of them. I've never seen that with a single one, but I saw it at the crowd.
I mean, it's a volumetric object and they overlap, so I'm sure there's some crazy stuff going on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so flew in between them like it's nothing. Do it again. I'm not scared. Because you don't realise how small you are until you look at an external camera. Oh, and there is lensing. Yeah. Huh. Okay.
There is, yeah. It surprises people that neutrons lens. I mean, they always have, but these days you get dropped out so close to them that you don't actually see the lensing because the sky's dark, because skyboxes are most of the stars, and people go into the cone and then leave. So they don't hang around to look at the lensing. But in ye old days, when you dropped in on a neutron, you could see, before they had the tails, you could see as it went past you as you dropped in, the lensing, very easily.
I remember.
Wait.
Because neutrons actually used to be completely black, like you didn't really see them at all.
They did, yeah.
They were basically black holes, but you know, different. They were just smaller, like the distortion was different. That's how you could tell them apart. Until they added some bright jets.
Now, the next waypoint is Bluffo, yeah.
Buffoon.
The Death Spiral. To the Death Spiral.
Sam,
does anyone know the exact sound effect Yamix uses for his squeaky toy noise? Thinking about incorporating it into my college game for... Well, do you know, you're probably better off actually getting a squeaky toy and just recording it yourself. Some genuine Foley work there, get your own.
Wait, hang on, wait a minute. So, I've just picked up a neutron boost, but it's not taking my neutron boost into consideration because the main star here is a black hole, isn't it?
What you want to do is go to the galaxy map and just pick, you know, the system 4 jumps out from you, and then set that as a manual target to jump to. Just select it on the galaxy map.
Like the old days.
That's gonna be right there in your maximum range area, from jump range wise.
I think that should do it. Should we get to there?
I remember when I took the neutron highway, essentially, it was neutron highway, on my alt account a while back to Colonia. And that was before we had any of this long range plotting nonsense. So you had to do it all manually yourself and plot each jump and then guess and plot each jump and guess and make sure you didn't forget to fuel scoop on the last one. It was more fun actually, more challenging.
Cone boost.
It had that feeling that you're on your own and you could make a mistake and come a cropper if you didn't do it properly. It was a bit tedious plotting things out on the map, but it had that pioneering feel to it.
I wonder if since then the fuel rats have more to do or less to do now, because it's easier to just, you know, filter the unscoopables out, but at the same time people are more careless now.
Exactly. It's like my brother always says, who's going to be the more careful driver? Someone that's driving around with a car full of airbags, or someone that's got a dagger stuck to the steering wheel pointing at their chest?
Pretty much.
Oh, hey Spatula, how's it going? Drop it in there. That was weird. So apparently you can't, you don't click the plot button, you literally just select it. Okay.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, but I've just never...
Yeah, you did. No, I've never done that either, so it is a bit weird. It's a bit counterintuitive.
It basically overrides your current target selection and lets you jump there directly. But you still have the route plotted in the background, so once you arrive there, you just continue on your route like normal.
Yeah, if only I'd done that.
Very clever.
It sounds efficient.
Efficient coding, yes. Very nice.
I did not do that. So...
Yeah, Blative says neutrons were a white dot. Yeah, they were, them and the old Tory stars, they just looked like this grey, cloudy smear. They were...
I just found a very nice system here.
Dull, really.
And it's completely unexplored.
Brother Sabatius says the map stuff hasn't made a lot of difference to the number of rat calls yet.
That is a surprise.
Probably.
That is a surprise, yeah.
You'd expected 2. But I guess people, if they don't filter stuff, they don't filter stuff. I mean, I've still made some very close to being stupid mistakes.
Me too.
I mean, but I don't make mistakes, so there's that.
Oh no.
No, never. Everything's an alternative plan.
A stunt.
Yeah, sure.
Just as bugs are features, your mistakes are stunts.
You know
There's
what?
only one time I've ever actually gone that low on fuel that I was mildly concerned, and that was deliberate, that was voluntary, because it was at the bottom of the galaxy. on a pathway that a lot of people had gone across, but I could see there was a neutron star at the bottom, two jumps down that no one had gone to. This was before neutron jumps as well, so it wasn't any point going there. But because it was that far out, no one had bothered going there. So I took the risk of going out there with a nearly empty tank, working out that I could just.
I actually had to do that constantly, pretty much, when I did the crossing of the abyss out there, because I only had 34 light years base range, or I think that was already on fumes though. I think I had like 34.05 light years on fumes. So to get the max out of my jump range with a synthesis boost as well, with Jumponium boost, I was pretty much always just fueling up just enough for one jump and then jumping there, all manually plotted as well.
Yeah.
No, this all sounds terrifying to me. No,
that was great fun. I had a fantastic time out there.
It was actually quite fun. I mean, I had, 33.3 on mine, and I was going the roundabout route back through the abyss, the way we went out there. And I got fed up. I thought, no, this is taking too long. So I just used a couple of Jumponiums that I had sitting around and never using, because I'd had them sitting there for months, literally, never used them. And I thought, well, I might as well use these damn things. And it did make it easier to get back across the abyss, but it wasn't as satisfying somehow, because it's like cheated almost. Just jumped across.
Well, I went that far west that even with Jumponium boost, it was very tough. These days, somebody with an engineer chip could just do it without any boost, just casually flying along my route, not even caring.
All right, old men explorers over there. Have a little bit of a reminisce. You'll never understand what it was to be a rock rat driving around on a planet's surface, trying to find out what was on there.
We still had to work for our fame.
Yeah.
Parallax. That's all I have to say.
Those were the days.
Finding planets by parallax. Yeah, that's what we used to do.
You really sound like an old man right now, Turgeon.
Yeah. So Spatcher apparently had a fuel route in his stream last night, letting him know he had an eye on him, giving him PSAs and all the terribly dangus things he was doing. Man, don't make dangus decisions. When I were alive, we had to walk between stars. Uphill,
he's just gonna ignore all the PSAs he got there.
Oh yeah, I'm just like...
He's just merrily gonna dangus across the galaxy as per usual.
Pyro's got a good point actually. With the FSD in the beta, it looks like we're able to get to places that we could previously not get to with newer, further jump ranges. Yeah,
apparently the best rolls you can get now with the version 2, beta 2, are better than the old God roll things, apparently.
I mean,
needs testing, but that'll be interesting. Yeah.
I've been today. I've been basically redoing my my Corvette. I've been making the Lucky Lady Mark II with all new engineering, and
so is that Lucky Lady Mark II or Luckier Lady?
We're gonna go with Lucky Lady Mark II.
Technically. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that sounds right. But it goes further. It goes a whole 1.5 light years further than the Lucky Lady, and I've got it almost completely grade 5'd out.
So what does it do now? Like 13 light years?
Don't be that guy. 18.
Like the old Panther.
Oh, 18. That's cute.
18 and a bit. Yeah. It's 18 and some change. That's about
good for you.
But yeah, the beta rolls are good. Like I like how it works. I like everything so far, and the fact that they've changed the number of rolls that you need in order to get through the earlier ranks as well is fantastic. Much welcome. No more doing 5 rolls to get through grade 1 to then do 5
I have to
rolls
read the patch notes. If anyone has the patch notes, please chuck me a link or something. I want to check them out later in detail.
The main
thread I saw about but yeah,
the main gist on the rolling side of things is that instead of you having to do 5 rolls, like 5 or 6 rolls every single grade, as long as you've got the reputation with the engineer. So say if you've got grade 5 unlocked with the engineer, or that's your reputation with the engineer now, I guess, it means that the first roll will skip all the way around once. Basically, you'll do it and it'll go all the way around. Second roll for grade 2 should do it as well. Grade 3, you might need maybe 2 or 3 rolls. Grade 4, again, maybe 2 or 3 rolls to get to grade 5.
That's cool. That's a good system, I think.
So, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to me.
But it's a good system. It's better than
it
the previous.
Really doesn't. This is what this is what my complaint is here. It's like, because they were talking about, oh yeah, we want you to have a more personal narrative. That was Sandy's exact words on the stream.
Hold on. I think the personal narrative always came up when they were talking about the tech broker. But I do not see any connection whatsoever.
Exactly, your choice of extra parts. There's more variety, more choice. But when it comes to modules and things, all I can see is that every single module. Can you imagine if you went down the garage with your, and you wanted your tyres balanced or pimped slightly or even cleaned, and you had to sort of go through this bizarre ritual with a tyre where the guy says, well, I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this until I've done it just right, and then you go, all right, can you do that with all the other 4? No, I can't, mate. I've got to start again from scratch on that second tyre, you see. I can't do what I've just learned is the best thing to do on this tyre, on those 3. I've got to start from scratch again, see, on every single one. This is a career path for each individual tyre. This has got nothing to do with engineering.
I mean, now at least it's a couple of rolls. It is only a couple of rolls.
Yeah, but it looks like another band-aid stuck on a band-aid to me. Does that?
I mean, pretty weird. With the old material brokers, it makes it negligible. That's what I found is that you'd be like, oh god, I need to go through this many rolls to get through.
Turgeon, I think you don't have to get it perfect, and the sense that some of the stuff in game makes was always debatable at points, but at least that's a workable system now where people actually get some benefit when they progress through the system and don't always have to do the same stuff over and over again in excessive amounts. Ooh, what's that? Well, I just arrived in a system.
I'm glad you think that, Gray. I'm glad you're happy with it. That's nice.
What does that mean? That sounded very...
It means you can settle down happily with your engineers without questioning the sanity of it in the future. That's fine. I'm happy for you. I'm almost jealous. Almost jealous,
I know you are.
I can't. I look at it. I go, what the hell is this that I'm looking at here?
I know. I'm not saying I make my peace with it. I will give it a fun once it's live and see how it actually works, or at least when I'm home and can test it myself.
Well, let me tell you, it's different. The rolls are nicer, the more reliable results are great, and the visual stuff and the special effects on the experimental effects.
I was about to say I didn't hear much about those new experimental effects that you can put on things now. What is there to be had that's new?
There's that weird one about the FSD that someone put a thread up on the forum about
that one.
About the 2 different ones, the mass optimized and the deep charge.
Yeah,
and
that sounds
depending
crazy.
on the size of the FSD, and I think it's over grade 4.
What's it do?
You have to swap from one to the other because there's no payoff. I can't remember, it was on one of the forums.
Deep charge uses more fuel for a longer jump, and then you've obviously got your the mass optimized, which gives you a longer jump range anyway, just because it's lighter, or better for your mass or whatever that is.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
and I think once it hits 4, you have to use the mass optimized because the deep charge is only good for the lower size FSDs. I think that's what it was. Someone had worked out. They've done all the numbers. That's what people do with these things.
Yeah,
like the number.
There's always people to do it for you as well.
I'm glad. I have numerical dyslexia, so I'm not very good with numbers. So if someone else is going to do all the numbers, that's fine. I'll let them do it because I don't really.
But definitely there's going to be
this neutron right here is absolutely gorgeous. It has like a nice rate of spinning and a nice spiral that comes out of it. Super beautiful.
No, don't believe you. With the engineering, like something that I whacked on because I'm doing like the essentially the concept build for the Lucky Lady, and it's I've been through it and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crap. Like, I've gone back and looked at it and went, oh, there are so many things I do different now, but I'm committing with what I've got. But I've managed to get the hull so much higher, the shields, I'm looking on track to be able to get much better resistances with keeping high megajoules in there as well. And you know, you can take your prismatics and make them so they recharge 15% quicker. That is fantastic. Obviously, if you're doing that with bi-weaves, you're looking at bi-weaves that are just never going to have an issue. So lots of options, lots of different things out there. I like it. I think I'm a fan. Armor as well. You can improve its resistances, especially in one direction.
Yeah, I'm actually a huge fan of like trying to find a perfect sustainable build, which is not the most combat effective one, but a workable one, which is basically indefinitely sustainable while maintaining a good fighting capability, which naturally means bi-weave shields, but of course you need to engineer them heavily so they actually can take a beating and still stay up and stay recharged all the time without, you know, putting all your pips into systems.
In my City of Heroes days, that would have been called a regeneration scrapper. My favourite build.
Yeah, I just liked it, and then of course, you know, lasers as weapons, and I tried that on my Corvette, but I'm still playing with the concept, trying to make it the most efficient.
Wait, you're trying to make something efficient? What?
Never heard that before, right?
Madness. Right, yes, that was a loop of swag. Let's just move on to the next system, guys, and pretend it never happened.
I thought you were going to say, let's just move on to the next loop of swag.
No.
Which is naturally what's going to happen.
Where are we getting with a little donation update? We're on 3,208, so we've got less than 300 pounds to go.
Very good.
Oh, that just bounced down and back. Oh, it's bouncing between the two. This is weird.
Yeah, I think that it does it around when somebody donated recently. It's a little bit indecisive sometimes. I think the other guy, I don't recall their name right now, who did the other widgets to implement there, had the same issue.
Well, I assume the higher number's correct, because, you know, positivity.
Yeah, the higher number should be the correct one. So it just reverts back to the old sometimes.
We are doing it, guys. That's awesome. And if we continue at this rate, we should, hopefully, by the time it comes to the arrival, be spot on.
That would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, frame shift drive. Oops.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Shiny! Shiny!
No, greatest. What now? What did you find?
Nice. A shiny!
What's a shiny? What do you mean?
Oh come on, PLATERTBX. I always forget that you've not been part of Distant Worlds. You slacker.
I'm not a slacker.
A shiny is an Earth-like world.
Right, okay. Yeah. Call me a slacker.
It's the original shiny.
I am certainly not a slacker, just so we know. This,
you know, I usually do not surround me with non-exploration plebs like you.
Sounds to me like you just spend all your time running from a fight.
No, he's looking for new fights all the time.
Oh, I definitely look forward, you know, taking Lucky Lady 2 and the Blink of Extension to a little joust if you fancy.
Wait, did you say joust?
Yeah.
He said joust.
Not the genital kind, the normal joust.
Oh well.
You know, the pew-pew kind of jousting.
Apparently, if I haven't found a binary Earth-like world, I'm a scrub.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Like, everyone seems to do so much better than I do for exploration, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I could fill the stars a bit more, but I'm just like,
whatevs.
Once I hit elite, that'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
you know, once I've got that triple elite, I'm good.
I'm right in front of that cube of super bright blue stars. You know, that one sector that has a lot of them and totally stands out in the sky.
Yeah.
I'm right next to that right now.
The procedural maths constellation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Vortex is saying he hasn't looked at the system map for the past 200 jumps, but then again, he's on a different mission.
I know, you're one of the guys bringing meta-alloys out there?
Yeah.
I applaud you, sir, that's amazing. I've seen many people jumping on the occasion. You know, sending screenshots of their cargo hold with like 382 tons of meta-alloys in there. That's so cool.
It's terrifying.
What do you two think about the buff for the Type 9? The additional size 8 slot?
So good, so necessary.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes it the freighter that it should have been at the start.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. I am glad.
I mean, ask Ascorbius. Yeah. He had a little accident in his pants there when he heard that first.
Sploosh. And... oh. No, 12 jumps away.
The space cow can finally cow properly.
Wait. Oh, is that
And
a
Clive
water world?
agrees.
Is that a water world? Or is that... that's... I think it could be a shiny. It's a shiny.
Oh my god! But now everyone on stream saw it and they're gonna snipe it from you.
No, it's a random system name, it's fine. Plus,
You think it's fine.
I think it's fine. It's probably not.
It's not fine. It's gonna be snatched.
Yeah. I can imagine there's someone sitting there in the bubble just watching and they're like, I could get there.
It's my time has come.
It's like, yeah.
I have to fulfill my prophecy. I have to snatch that Earth-like from Plater.
I love that. It's a terraformable. I don't know until I scan it, right? Kurokenchi's saying it might be his. Shut up, Kurokenchi. No. Oh, apparently no one calls it shiny. That's so 5 minutes ago. So, now I know. People have found systems based on one image from the locations of stars around it. Yeah, I'm never safe. You're right. That is how we first.
Yep.
We found the Guardian.
That's how we
ruins,
found many things actually that they showed in trailers.
which is mad. Actually, you know what? You talk to FDev about it, and they're just like, we don't get it. How do people do this? How?
It is crazy. I mean, you can get into the ballpark of the area where the system is supposed to be, but to actually nail down the exact system is incredible effort and probably also a good bit of luck.
Hunter, you tempted fate so badly that I did Loop of Shame.
What?
Because I was reading chat, and what I read was the is he gonna loop, and then I look back over and I loop.
It was the prophecy has been fulfilled after all.
Yeah. Right, just taking a screenshot so I can check back to make sure this is my Earth-like when it happens. Alright, this Earth-like is suitable for water-based life. Where does it say it's terraformable? Terraformable, even. Where does it normally say that?
Oh, under the text at the top and...
Yeah, the second or third tab, the one with the mini lines.
Yeah.
Doesn't say it. It says it's suitable for human-based life, but don't know how that makes sense.
But that's pretty much the extra version of terraformable, because it's already suitable. You don't have to terraform it anymore.
It's Earth-like. It's Earth-like. It's not a water world. It's Earth-like. It said so.
Congratulations.
People are like, HMC. No, it's not HMC. Oh, it won't say terraformable if it's Earth-like. Then why are people asking me questions I don't know the answer to?
What? Again?
Okay, what?
Yeah, like the it's a terraformable. It's like, wait, it's an Earth-like. Why would it be? Wait, what?
No, only HMCs and water worlds and I think metal rich. No, I think maybe only HMCs and water worlds can be terraformable. I think Rockies as well. I don't recall anymore. Huh.
Yeah, I've only seen HMCs and water worlds.
Yeah, I do know about those two for sure. I'm not sure about Rockies or metallic ones.
Oh,
Clive says no. He says
like, no. Water worlds, they sound awful. No, none of that.
oh no.
Water?
You're gonna find a Kevin Costner there. You don't want that.
Well, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You guys, there you go.
I love it. I love it when he speaks.
It's always it's kind of like on point as well.
I think the best one I've found is actually a 4 water world system where 3 of them were in a trinary planets, which is very, very rare.
As you do.
Don't see that often. A trinary of planets. All water.
Quote Clive. Meow, Clive. Yep. Nailed it.
Yeah. Yep. Classic Clive.
Yep, it is classic Clive.
Always on point with his comments. So, I am at the waypoint.
What, as in Death Spiral?
No, the next one.
Okay.
The Venetian.
Clive. It's alright. He's only off to go and have a crap.
You kids, how long are you going to be on that computer all night, you kids? That's what Clive said.
No, he's about kind of like, I think he's only 5, so compared to like I guess human years, that puts him in his 20s.
It's awkward because they age like 15, 20 years the first couple of years, and then just start slowing down. So by the time they get to about 10, they're doing about 2. So weird. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. What's he saying? No, don't tell them that. Don't tell them our secrets. No.
Bouncy Stickman, my cat, just reacted to Clive's meow. That's good, considering I pretty much taught Clive how to meow. I am responsible for him being so loud.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I taught him everything, and
You've done well.
Yeah.
He speaks with a Plater accent, does he?
Yeah, he does. Which is why he doesn't sound like a cat. That kind of weird, like, he sounds like a human pretending to be a cat. That's just very good at it.
So unfortunately I cannot dock here because Polo Harbor is a surface base. But I think the next one up should be dockable again. Let's see. Yeah, Kashyapa Vihara Gate is going to be dockable again.
And it has a spectacular ringed Earth-like world.
It does. But that is going to be it for me for tonight, at least.
As in heading off?
Yeah, I think so, because it's getting late, and tomorrow is my last day at work.
Oh no! Exclusion zone. Made mistakes. Oh no!
And my MacBook is cooking itself right now.
Just fry an egg on top of it.
Yeah, I could. I actually could. I always have to put something in between the MacBook and my leg because it is so hard.
What, your leg or the MacBook?
Both.
No, not greatest. Man's not hot.
They complement each other.
Man with hot legs, eh?
Like the MacBook says, "Oh wow, you're a hot leg," and the leg's, "Oh, you're a hot MacBook."
It's feedback, positive feedback loop. That's the problem. You see.
That's why they get hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
Oh boy, where did we go?
Somewhere.
Let's never go there again.
Yeah.
Let's run away. Bye.
Oh, he's so easy to wind up. Really.
Bless him.
Just no challenge. No challenge.
Cooking the ship. Cooking my ship.
Mildly cooked, just a bit singed.
Yeah, like rare. Just rare. Don't even know where the star is. That's always a difficult thing of like coming around to find your neutron that you've lost, because you know you were careless.
Yeah, I just have to navigate by the shadows going across the cockpit. That's the best thing to do.
Yeah. Apparently Handwavium will handle it. It's fine.
Oh yes.
What could possibly go wrong? Why I say stuff like that, I'll never understand. There we go. And we're off. Okay, somebody got 8 jumps to the next waypoint. That's alright.
Yes. Not
I feel like
bad.
I've
You
made
get a
good
few
time.
neutrons in the way.
I feel like I've made some really good time this evening. Which, now, the next one is how far over? 1800. That's nothing. That's like another... You do that. From Death Spiral to Venetian. Yeah. I will anger the fate.
It used to be. It was 2 plots in ye old days. Plot and a half, though.
Yeah, I mean, when I did my
could do
first
that.
trip to Sajay, then it was 1,000 at a time, and that's why on my galaxy map, which I will quickly show everyone, you might tell that because the bookmarking came in just when I was doing it as well, and I've got bookmarks literally across the entire thing every 1,000 light years, so you can spot all the places I stopped at.
That's kind of what mine looks like, going in an arc around the core back from distant worlds. Whenever I found a shiny or a water world, an interesting water world or an Earth-like world, I've bookmarked it. So there's this chain of dots like that.
Yeah, I've got one that's named My Earth-like, which is my first Earth-like that I discovered. I still feel super proud about it. Considering it was a straight line from the bubble to Sagittarius A.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So it shows how many stars there are when you get near it. There, they are crazy dense. Most of the stuff there is still untagged. When people go, "Oh, people have been everywhere. Everything must be tagged by now." You just get a little way out of the bubble and you realise just how dense the star fields are.
Hang on, wait. Spatula says, if only there wasn't a hard cap on bookmarks. Spatula, how do you know that?
I found it today on mine actually as well. Yeah, I think it's 100. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, there is a cap on bookmarks.
Well,
run out.
Oh yeah, multicoloured bookmarks.
That would be nice. Oh, it's my minions hassling me now. I don't think he's heard Clive. Yes, my minion. I don't think he's heard Clive, but it's they're obviously a resonating thing. Animals are kicking off this time of night.
Clive's doing that because it's it's dinner time. So it's that. I want the dinners.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the time? I would like some dinner. But at least now I can get away with just getting rid of all of my what's it called, bookmarked Thargoid bases, because in the new update they're all listed as civilizations.
So, yeah, it's sponsored by that. I actually had some engineers bookmarked, but you don't need to because they have their symbols on them now. So I deleted them to make room for a couple. Yeah, Spatula says, I tried to blaze my own trail and bookmark the entire galaxy, but it was not to be. 400 billion bookmarks.
Well, you can bookmark every planet and system as well, can't you? So.
Oh yeah.
Go all out. Oh, how do you even start with a task like that, really?
Oh,
well, you wouldn't do it.
I cleaned up my bookmarks the other day and deleted one of the nicest places I'd ever found. So sad, lost forever.
Oh.
Well, depending, I mean, I don't know. It might theoretically show up as visited if you're ever in the neighbourhood again, but then so would all the stars that you visited that weren't bookmarked. So you could find it. It's not never say never, but it would just take a long time to find.
Uh-oh, Balrog's having his immersion shaken.
Yeah.
It does seem that while Starship technology has advanced tenfold, processor and memory storage is back in the Braben.
The Braben face. Yeah, that's why we have barley sugar coloured HUDs. There's not much variation in it. It's part
Well, people were talking about how. I mean, I came across it was a post on Reddit, and this one person was saying how he feels that all of the HUDs should be different. And in with that as well, they should... undiscovered water world. Two next to each other. Yay.
Oh, nice.
39,000. Is that a scoop?
A whiz world and a water world by the look of it. Yeah.
A whiz world.
Yeah, ammonia atmosphere.
Yeah. Gonna have to refuel whilst I'm here as well. But...
yeah, it would be nice if we had all different HUDs, but it's a hell of a lot of work. It really
it is. And it would be nice if we had the custom colours as well, where you just had a slider and you could change different colours of each bit.
Yeah, that would. It's still a puzzle why they've never done that. I mean, I know you could say, well, they've not done it because people have found their own way of doing it, so why do they need to bother? But it is a puzzle.
Yeah. Lee, they have not removed the Guardian filters, they have moved them into civilizations, not... what was it?
Allegiance.
Yeah.
Allegiance. Yeah, that's civilizations.
But, you know, everyone always wants things in-game, and I do. And I always think everything should be in-game that you need to customize. Like, what? It's such a basic thing that you'd want to change the color of your HUD.
It is.
Like, why don't we have, you know, classic fighter pilot green?
Yeah, you can have your own presets, yeah. But one of the things I find most puzzling about that really is that it's several times when they've had updates to things that have changed the colours of like the meshing boards and the holomies and things that display on the station boards. They've had to change them again so that they're compatible with people's altered HUDs.
Yeah.
And you think, well, if they're changing their own displays for a third-party HUD modification, why didn't they just do their own? I find that one quite amusing.
Odd, but yeah, it's not one. I just find that very strange. I can't see a reason why. If it's in the programming of the game to have the HUDs changed colour, then surely you just 3 sliders. Just 3 sliders. Yeah. RGB it, that's all you need.
I mean, I've actually left mine still as its default because, well, originally part of it was for continuity purposes if I was filming stuff. But I'm not fond of changing things and suddenly you find that people that you're shooting at aren't showing up as red on your scanner anymore.
Yeah. And
you think, well, they should be. The bad guys should always be red. So anything that sort of doesn't preserve things like that separately, I find a bit fiddly. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. Same reason for me is that I've looked at other options, and it changes the colour of things in a really unpleasant way to me. So I'm just like, nope.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, the orange goes with the channel logo now. I'm at that point where I'm like, let's keep the orange.
Yeah. Well, it's nostalgic for the old barley sugar street lamps, you see. They got shot off now for all these compressed sodium ones and LED ones and things, so yeah. But that's old barley sugar lamps.
Yeah. See, Darren's saying 5,000 hours in and he's still orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag still orange, everybody.
Let's get it trending. Off you go. It's like all 91 people watching. Let's get it trending.
Yeah. Sure, 4 or 5 of them would be like us and still have the orange, perhaps.
No, no. Seriously, Clive, you gotta stop, mate. Just gotta stop. Oh, they're doing it. Hashtag still orange. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, oh, good. Yeah, we've got at least 2 in it. Yes. Orange from day 1. Yes.
And then Sam Hull. Hashtag blue. Oh.
Oh well.
Oh. Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like teal, cyan. Oh.
Yeah. That was one of the things I actually missed from the very first HUD that we had in the first beta. It did have more of a more turquoise elements in it. It was a slightly greater variety of colours, more akin to that little pale blue blip you've got above your scanner. There was elements of that in the shielding and stuff.
The old Falcon de Lacy.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question. Where, you know, they said there were spelling mistakes before I said Falcon de Lacy. I'm just like, no, I want to go look for it. I never knew it was there.
I never spotted it, but it's you can imagine it's some it's a Del Trotter of a job, isn't it? Oh yeah, Falcon de Lacy, mate. Yeah, definitely. Not from China. No, it's not from China, mate. No, it's genuine Falcon de Lacy. This one. And I didn't know. I'd ever seen which one. How could you spell the name of the bloody company wrong?
Yeah.
It's all kosher, mate. All kosher.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It just, well. Oh, Pablo's come on saying he's mad about passenger missions.
Oh.
Because of the nerf.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Well, some of these things don't make a right lot of sense of why these things were making as much money as they did. It's a bit bizarre. Like when Scorb was doing a few of those, and he's saying, "Well, all I'm doing is like ferrying people to work, like a bus driver. Why are they paying me 20 million?"
Well, it's because there's 20 of them, and it's really far.
Yeah.
But more importantly, why can't they just put a nav beacon at these really far out stations that you can jump to?
Yeah, that is a thing, definitely. Something like Hutton Orbital, when you have a binary system like that, where the other star is so far away. Well, you've put a beacon at this star, why can't you put one at the other one?
Yeah.
And have an option when you're jumping into the system to jump to the A beacon or the B beacon, can't you? Should be easy enough to do.
You'd think, but it's not. But then why'd we be flying through Super Cruise? We have no reason to do it.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose.
It's a weak answer, isn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, there's gameplay elements that you can't really change at this point, but
Clive.
what puzzles me is when you get systems where they've put stations and outposts on the secondary star, when there are perfectly good planets around the primary star that they could have put one next to.
Yeah, that makes
And you think,
sense.
come on, it can't be that corporate or something that some corporation bought these planets there and then never exploited them, so you have to go and use the ones on the other system, something like that. But then you're back in the realm of making up excuses for them. Come up with colourful reasons why things are the way they are.
I suppose you're maintaining your own immersion at that point, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to justify things. I have to find story-based reasons for why things are there. It's just a little intellectual game. Find a puzzle and go, all right, why could that be like that in game lore? That you can usually bend something to make it so.
That was the closest scan I have ever done. And when you see it on stream...
It's pretty close. Nice. Yeah. A bit of a risk, but it just completed at the end. Well done.
There was a little bit of butthole cringe, I must admit, at that point.
Well, it's a water world. If you'd crashed into it, it's a soft landing,
Yeah, because surface tension's not a thing.
Yeah, pointy ship, water world, fine.
That was just like, wow.
Pull your fingers out of the holes in the dashboard now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what fingerprints on the hotels you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing that this suit's got internal plumbing.
Yeah, the seats were made out of elastoplaston that's very absorbent or something. I can't remember. It was in the original manual.
Oh, I'm about to do it again. Oh, I'm such an idiot. In fact, I'm probably gonna hit this one. No, missed it. Oh boy. Is that how many jumps away are we? Nah, not many. I've got to remember to fuel the star as well, otherwise that'll be a problem. Where are the toilets on the ships? Oh, they're through that door that we can't get through. Or get up out, even walk over to.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you've ever looked at the seat, you see there's some plug holes in it, and there's some plug holes on the back of your Remlock suit as well. So there's probably some sort of network of pipes and plumbing and things in the suit. Don't question that one too much.
Yeah.
It is 0G, so.
My future request for FDev: speed brakes.
Speed brakes. Yeah, and you just end up as a red smear on the windscreen.
Actually, to be fair, even the speed of which we accelerate and decelerate, I mean, we best not do that.
Yeah. These ships have very good inertial dampeners in them somehow.
The Lapi Lapra. Yes, it is. That's exactly what we're doing.
It is, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna get myself into scooping range on this star, which, yep, it's K.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna feed the cat, and then I'll be back because he's starting to look around to work out how to jump on top of stuff to get my attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take mine out because he keeps jumping all over me. Not cat. This is dog minion.
I was like, if
cats aren't minions. Of course.
They are the minions of evil.
Dogs are. Yeah.
Dogs aren't minions of evil. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, this one is. He's got attitude, but he knows he's a minion.
Oh God! Leap of shame on the star. Come on. Lee, the cat is with me. He is approximately 2 meters directly behind me, just shouting.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
Yeah, he'll be stropping, he'll be sharpening his claws on your convenient leg. See?
Normally does it on the back of my chair. That's how he gets my attention, because he knows it drives me insane.
It's a threat, yeah. See the back of this chair? See what I'm doing? That could be your leg. Your leg is next.
Like cats are slave masters, yeah. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell, yeah.
Right, I am now fuel scooping, so I am going to mute my mic and feed Clive. So, oh, he had that. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, mine's not. His name's not actually Minion. It's not his real name. It's just his job description. Like we're commanders, he's Minion. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of stream minding these days. It seems, you know. These people saying, you know, they trust old surgeon. They go, can I just leave the stream with you for a few minutes? What can go wrong? Yeah, just leave the stream in charge. This guy. Yeah. No, he doesn't actually do tricks, Spatula. Not really. He does that thing that all small terriers tend to do, which is sort of sit on their hind legs with their front legs up, begging. Going, give me things. But I didn't teach them to do that. They just do that automatically. It's part of the default software you get in terriers. They just all do that.
And I am back. People questioning you about your dog.
Yeah, that's right. It's just weird though. I'm so used to hearing your voice alongside others now. Hearing it on your own in a stream, can't get used to it. Yeah. Well, I'm unlikely to be doing my own streams, considering that my upload speed is 1. That's not really good enough for streaming anything beyond about, you know. You click it on that little one at the bottom on YouTube that says 144. That would about do. Yeah, that's the amount of graphic resolution I'd be able to put out. But yes, yeah, he's not called Minion for really, this dog. He's called Scraps because I got him from a scrapyard. And he behaves like it too.
You got your dog from a scrapyard?
Yeah, he's a scrapyard dog. Yeah. I think he's actually from a line of ratters from his behaviour.
No.
If you ever actually found a rat, I don't know, it'd just be like this puddle of fur probably. I wouldn't trust him at all.
What type of dog is it?
He's a Jack Russell,
Ah.
a rather fat little beggar. But he's fat in the same way that heavyweight boxers get fat as they get older, you know. So it's not really fat, it's more like concentrated muscle fat. So he's very strong, this little guy.
That's I've always wanted a very big dog. That's what I've always wanted. Big as possible.
Oh, huge dogs, eh?
Like Irish Wolfhound big. Kind of and build like a little kind of cabin to put on the back for Clive to ride on.
Yeah, that would work nicely.
So he can ride the dog into battle. Because you can get cat armor. I don't know if you've heard of this. Right? But
Cat armor.
You can actually get right. I'm gonna find. This is amazing. Right, so yeah, these suits. It's off of Etsy as well, so you know it's good. It's
made with love.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bung this into the stream. This is going to look totally weird when it pops up. But yeah. Okay, so this is cat armor. So you can literally dress your cat for battle. And I love it. I think it is the most exceptional thing there is. Cat armor.
Awesome. But that's not your standard model of cat, that one.
No, that's a Bengal.
It is indeed, yeah.
Surrounded by bones of its enemies.
And I can imagine a Bengal being relatively happy wearing that, actually, because they're very feisty, bouncy cats. He'd probably get by on.
Needs a cardboard box helmet.
Yeah. Cardboard box fort. They can defend. Like that.
Yeah, see, now Clive loves his Christmas elf outfit that we got him. It's for a small dog, but obviously he's a pretty chunky cat. So we picked him up an elf outfit, and at Christmas we put it on him. He hates the hat. He doesn't like the elastic around his chin. Absolutely hates it. So we don't make him wear that. But we do. He loves wearing the coat bit. He just likes it.
Yeah.
Even the cat knows it's even the cat knows that's stupid. Look at his face. Oh.
Yeah, Bust says, I got a dog from Scrap. What do you do? Partex on an Austin Allegro for him. Yeah.
So, chances are he got ripped off.
Yeah. No, they actually wanted shot of him, really, because I think he was the last one they had, and the behaviour that he's had since, I'm not surprised.
Well, just got a bit of a nightmare. That kind of.
Yeah, he's quite a handful. He's stubborn and willful and.
Oh yeah, it's Jack Russell.
Authority challenging, yes. I know it's a breed trait with that lot, but yeah. What, you want to play with that, do you?
That's something expensive. Put that down. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's just your wrist.
Yeah. No, that's actually it's a strange sort of suede wheel thing that they got years ago. That's got rope inside it. It's supposed to be like a sort of dog frisbee thing. You throw for them and they catch and bring them back. But all he ends up doing is disassembling it. That's what he thinks toys are for, to be disassembled.
Well, that's why they're there, isn't it?
That is a toy. That is a toy. That's what he thinks toy is. That's what the fun he gets out of it, disassembling. He loves the big rope toys. He just shreds them.
Cats don't do dress up. I had one who would take his own collar off. Nah, see, Darren, it depends what you dress them up in. Battle armor, yep, they love it. Any way that helps them destroy humans. Oh, come on, you've had food.
I think the only time I've had any kind of clothes on a cat was we had one. It used to be an outside. Well, I hesitate to call him feral because he was never a feral cat. He was an outside cat, but he was never a vicious or bitey, growly cat at all. But he was a wild cat. But as he got older, he had a weird. I'm not sure what it was. I think he had some sort of arthritis thing in his shoulder, and he just kept licking his shoulder over and over and over until he had a sort of granulated bit on his skin. So we modified a T-shirt. Mum sort of hacked up a T-shirt and made a small T-shirt that he could wear out of this one and pressed it on, so that he couldn't actually. But he just ended up licking through the T-shirt because it's cat's tongues,
Yeah.
They shred through anything. So yeah.
That is classic cat.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Clive's a house cat. He doesn't understand. He sits there and he chatters at birds when he sees them outside, and he doesn't understand why he can't get to them, and the birds understand that he can't, so they come right up to the window, and he's just like, what am I supposed to do?
What is this sorcery between me and this bird? What, you mean the window? Yes, this. What is this?
Yeah, that, and he doesn't know how to hunt, because once again, I taught him that, and he like runs around trying to catch stuff, and he doesn't do it very well. And then with bugs and stuff, typically what I do is I slap them for him lightly so they're maimed, so that he can finish them off. And that's how we hunt, which is the exact look he gives me when he sees something that's he can't get to. Is he looks at me and he does that.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
Know that one. I think the greatest hunter that I had, again, he was another one that was an outside cat, but he was actually a Russian blue that someone had abandoned long ago. I don't know how he got here, but mostly cats end up on my doorstep around here. And this guy, he was the absolute greatest hunter cat that I've ever encountered. That one. Literally, it's a case of if he got bored and he just wanted to go out and get something to eat, he'd just go out and 2 minutes later he'd come back with something. He'd think, how the hell did you get that? There was nothing out there. How did you manage to get that? He just, it just comes from. But I think that the weirdest time I had with him was we had another stray at the same time. There's still one. She's still with us though. But she'd caught a young robin. But she hadn't killed it, she just caught it for a laugh. Had it. And so I took it off her and going, oh come on, you can't have this poor little thing. And so it's a bit stunned, and I had him in my hand and going, oh there you are, yeah, he's recovered a bit, that's good. Great, he's fine, he'll fly off. So I held him in my hands and just waited till he just flew off. And the moment he was out of my hands, this grey blur appeared from nowhere and just snatched it out of the air and went at him. And that was this Russian blue, because he wasn't there. He wasn't there. But the moment this bird was out of my hands, he materialised from nowhere, swiped it, and he's off. What was it? He killed a weasel as well at one point.
Weasel?
A dead weasel around, yeah. And a mole. He'd actually dug a mole out of the ground. I still don't quite know how he'd managed to do that.
It's like,
We found that because he didn't know how to eat it. Because they don't have heads and necks like other mammal things. So there was this mole. But he frequently went and got hares and rabbits from the field nearby, and he'd drag these a huge hare in that was like as big as him, drag it across the field and bring it back in.
this is a really angry neutron star.
That is a very angry one. Yeah.
I feel a little bit trapped in it right now, but it's okay. This is fine. No, actually, this is alright. If I can just brute force my way out the edge of it.
Surf it out there.
Oh, we just went all the way out the end. Great. Does Clive crash into planets too? No, he doesn't, because he doesn't fly. But if he did fly, he would, because that's what he does.
Brother Sebastius says, well, our friend's cat left a dead rabbit on the doorstep for him. And to my response to that is, a whole rabbit? You were lucky.
Yeah, you could have eaten that.
No, I mean, in terms of usually with my Russian blue there, it was never a whole anything that he'd leave. It's parts, pieces, wreckage, and exploded wreckage. Jibbed creatures.
Wait, we used to have a cat, and all it would
thanks
leave,
for that, mate.
all like one of my parents' cats used to leave on the lawn was squirrel tails. No sign of a squirrel, just the tail.
Just the tail.
Just the tail.
Yeah, it's weird what bits they leave. One of ours only used to leave the viscera.
No.
That's all we could find of small rodents. And you just find, you think, well, how did you manage to surgically extract all of that and just leave that there and not the rest?
Well, that's
It's one of these things that you think, I'd love to get a camera and see how they do it, and then you think, actually, no, I don't think I would.
I can tell you. I can tell you how they do it. It's,
I saw it in the end. Yeah.
They literally kick the crap out of them. Yeah. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Felix Rowan. Please, all commanders available wherever you are, help deliver meta alloys to Dove Enigma in Colonia so that Dove Enigma can finish its journey for Commander Dove Enigma 13. Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
I do think that's quite a good shout. Anyone who is available, if you haven't even made the journey out to Colonia, and you're not making the journey already, and you have to be back in the bubble, stock up on meta alloys and come. You know, it's we've got lots of people who are putting the effort in, so please do. And I think, oh no, I've got one jump left. Just when I thought I was done, and it says, nope, I am done. I'm here. I've arrived in system. Hooray! What am I supposed to be doing here? That's Death Spiral. I feel like is there a particular location?
Not that I've seen. It's just that the place is just so weird because it's got that planet that really shouldn't exist that close to the neutron, but it's just so weird.
How far?
Definitely worth seeing.
How far has Vortex made it? Oh my goodness, that's quite. He's jumping hard and fast. See if I can find him on the old galaxy map. There he is. So Vortex is in basically like the time of my stream where I have travelled between, well, from there over to here. He has collected meta alloys and jumped all the way over onto well, which waypoint is that? Waypoint 11.
Yeah,
he's
crazy.
done. He's making fantastic progress. He's going to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, someone over in Gypsy's over in Colonia already. There needs to be meta alloys near Colonia, surely.
Yeah, there should be. I don't know of any, but I'm not often out that way.
Darren makes a good point there. If FDev can put a black market on the Dove Enigma, they can deposit a meta alloy site in Colonia. Oh, we started 90 minutes earlier. Damn it, Vortex. I was letting you be an absolute hero there. But, you know, never mind. So, hang on, wait. Is that star? What? That planet? Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You think, what? No.
No, that's actually inside it. What?
Yeah, it's inside the exclusion zone, certainly. You can't get near it. It's crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Just... Well then.
It should be all glowing and on fire and stuff. That planet.
Oh, temperature's critical. I shouldn't be here. Because I'm too close to the other star.
Yeah,
Oh
you're pulling
no.
Josh there. You've gone into camera mode and gone, this is pretty.
Uh-oh.
And you go back out the ship. There.
Uh-oh.
You'll make it. You'll make it.
No, now I'm like...
You'll just be damaged, is all. You'll just pull a Josh.
Well, hey, this way I can at least get the engine flare in and stuff. It'll be fine. Like, that's right. And weirdly enough, when not in Super Cruise, it's not inside the...
Yes.
What's that about?
Yeah.
F-Dev! Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I've actually found I had one once long ago, where it was a gas giant, and it actually was superimposed on a star. I was watching it orbiting it, and it did actually overlap the edge of the star's photosphere. And I thought, come on! I mean, there's hot Jupiters, and come on! But it's probably been fixed, because that was a time when there were quite a few things that were too close to other things, and they had a sweep through the galaxy and change things.
Actually, what's doing a spatula?
Don't know.
What?
In this instance, spatula have to explain.
Yeah, I'd love to know. I think it orbits every 15 minutes, so it orbits fast.
I mean, doing a plater is the gravity landing thing. We've seen that one.
Well, yeah.
And,
takeoff.
Pulling a
Takeoff.
Pulling a Josh is between the binary stars and the external camera, and down to 40% hull. Yeah. So what's the spatula?
Yeah, what's doing a spatula? Spatula's like, oh. I can only assume this is what he did. Blew up on a planet. High G landing. Oh. Why do I want to go to the world of death? I don't want to go to the world of death. It sounds dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Problem is I'm too close to this star.
Is that the one that's the planet that's in the cone of the neutron? You could park on it and
It went splatula.
passes through the cone. Yeah. It's in his vid, I think.
Better than a high G takeoff crash. Yeah, alright guys, look, the only reason that happened is because I wanted to look at Ascorbius, because he logged in right when I was there, when he was streaming, and things happened.
Wait, are you saying it was a hashtag blame Ascorbius moment?
I am, yeah.
Even indirectly.
He was there, so it's his fault. Does that sound fair? I feel like that sounds fair.
Yeah, it's in accord with the hashtag, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Just add indirectly in brackets after it, everything will be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So the planet is
yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
the landable that orbits a white dwarf and goes through the jets. Yeah, 10-minute window to land on it.
You can ride it around if you stay there in an SRV. I'm going to do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, but it'll cook your ship because it's actually in the cone of the...
But if I dismiss my ship... what could go wrong?
It'd be funny if it actually ripped the ship off the planet, like it throws you about in the cone, and you can sit there and watch your ship get thrown off the planet.
But super cruise physics are different to non-super cruise physics, isn't it? So, like, you don't fuel scoop when you're not in super cruise.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
unless of course you've got one of these beta rolls on your dirty drives, in which case you may as well be in Super Cruise.
Yeah. Well, I made it to the waypoint, so I'm like quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I made it to Death
Yeah, that was
Spiral,
good.
which
You know,
means technically I caught up.
two waypoints. So that's not bad going. It's 3,500 in one go.
Pretty good. So Sunday we're looking to make the final arrival at 20:30 GMT. Hopefully, that's the plan. Which is going to be during the broadcast.
Yes, it will be.
Which I think was Dove's hope that would happen.
Yeah. That'd be Gray calling the shots on that one then.
Full on coordination. It's exciting. But yeah, I'm going to call time for my stream there, guys. I'm going to say thank you very much to everyone that has been tuning in, and obviously Turgeon, thank you very much for coming along as well and dropping in and
always fun.
Telling us about the
and
where you catch
stream sitting for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm doing that quite a lot these days. Oh, call Turd. You want to stream sitter? Just get Turd and they'll do it. Yeah.
And also everyone who is part of the mighty 10,000 who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. And if there's anyone who's watching who hasn't subscribed,
very well done on that.
Please do. It's been my goal for ages. Now I'm like, next goal is, well, I don't know. Don't know what it'll be. I'll just sit here and enjoy the fruits of my labour for a while. And
the undiscovered streamer country. That's where you are now.
Yeah, well,
the 10,000 club.
The 10,000 club, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please do like, subscribe, and I'll be streaming on Thursday. We're going to back to the beta for a bit to test out, see how fast we can get ships going. If that's still working, then probably won't be. But okay, guys, I say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Commander Plater and Turgeon out.